If I told you, you wouldn't believe it. Do you know what would happen if I suddenly decided to stop going into work? A business big enough that it could be listed on the NASDAQ goes belly up. Disappears. It ceases.
All right, it's that special hour, man. It's the official business podcast, man. Let's get this show started, man. Hopefully, y'all are doing good. My brother from another mother. How are you doing over there, Mr. Theo?
Oh, brother, I'm always good, man. No complaints. Everything's intact. Weather's a little cold this weekend. You know, we had a good week, but it's just starting to get a little nippy out there. But other than that, hey, man, I'm good. Let's talk about it.
All right, then let's see what's going on to y'all beautiful people out there in YouTube land. Y'all are vibing. We are doing a Saturday night vibe check because things got real. People out there upset, but we are going to tell you something. There's always a party at the official business podcast. Let's get this show started. Hopefully, y'all are feeling good. Let me pull up, man. I'm going to pull up. It's Saturday.
I'm assuming that's mineral water you're pouring up.
Yeah, man. It could be vodka. I learned from my friends over there in other countries, man. Shit, you got to be very discreet with it, man. But hey, how y'all doing out there, man? What's up with you, Mr. Johnson? What's up with you? What's up with you, man? I tell y'all something, man. It's just so much to unpack right now. What's been going on out there? We got China. China is telling the U.S., say pimp, say gangster, you ain't the only one flexing your muscle. Now, we got Buttigieg, Mr. Buttigieg, Mr. Secretary of Transportation now blaming Trump for the derailment over there in Ohio. He is blaming the policies from the Republican president, Donald Trump. And Biden is telling people it is a China balloon, but not really a China balloon. Don't listen to the Pentagon. The Pentagon came out during the football game, the Super Bowl, breaking news, did a special report, gave their statement, and identify it to be China. But President Biden came out there and said, hey, folks, whatever you heard, just erase it out your memory like the Men in Black. All right. But other than that, Theo, what's going on with you, man? What's up,
Hey, man, you gave a lot to unpack. You gave a lot to unpack there. I can attack it. That's what we do tonight. We are attacking back and forth on a positive understanding. And Buttigieg did say what Buttigieg said. Let's keep it real, right? But he only said it, and if I can just check my site here, he only said it.
You put it on them glasses. It's getting
based
real,
on
y'all.
the fact that he said it based on the fact that the railroad lobbyists lobbied President Trump, our former president, to remove these safety features that Obama put into play. You got me? So these safety features were removed by the 45th president.
Okay, now we hear that. We hear that the 45th president removed it. Okay,
correct.
But he's not in office, and
no, he's not. He's not. But we have to give credit where credit is due, right?
The present administration had 2 years. Now they dropped the ball. And they want to blame somebody else for dropping the ball. Now, Buttigieg is supposed to be doing what Buttigieg is supposed to be doing instead of going around the U.S. talking about gays and, same sexual attraction. He should have been doing his job. But
he was doing his job.
Apparently, this administration wanted affirmative action. They wanted to hire people based on what was social acceptable and what was trending, okay, versus on qualifications. Now, this is what you're supposed to do. Instead of you taking leadership and instilling into the American public that this thing's going to get better, we are going to implement things. What do? Well, this problem happened because of Trump. And that doesn't, it sounds like somebody is not qualified for the job. And I think that the American people do not want to hear about Trump. I think the American people want to hear about solutions. Now, I think the people of Ohio, our hearts out with them in Palestine, East Palestine, they don't want to go up there and go to a committee meeting where Buttigieg is up there blaming Trump, 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 Trump. Come on, man. It happened on your watch, not Trump.
No doubt it did. But people want to know, how did we get here? How did we
How we
get in
get
this
here? Yeah, you
situation?
got
Right?
2 years. Now,
Eh,
are we going to just look over the 2 years that these two people, this
Nope.
administration been in power?
And these 2 years has been tremendous for what's been going on, but the facts are the facts. We got to get to in the beginning. Now, should the last years, should these laws been back put in place?
Well,
No
are we
doubt.
gonna get
You're not
to
getting no
all right?
disagreement.
So I'm gonna say it, man. You Democrats, y'all don't like to get to the problem. Right now, we got China over here. We had the Pentagon come out on Sunday to notify the American public of great concern to the security risks of the United States of America. Then you got the president turns around, what, 72 hours later, 48 to 72 hours later, comes out, make a statement to say to the American people, do not listen to the Pentagon.
I
Listen
never
to
heard
me.
him say it. But go ahead.
Well, I'm paraphrasing. He
Well, we
said
can't
it's not of
paraphrase on this
China
one. Go ahead.
origin. It has nothing to do with China. Right now, we are jumping the gun. Then when people, reporters asked him, hey, don't you think that you might was too trigger happy on shooting down? You can't identify it. And then they're like, well, we do know what it is. And now we got the administration coming out telling the American people not to be worried. This all is just a hoax. I mean, this is just, taken out of proportion. We got a great relationship with China. But on the other end, China is flexing its muscle on the Philippines, on other countries, even Taiwan, even the U.S. Now the U.S. is picking up, supplying and picking up demand for missiles and flexing our muscle. We don't let nobody flex on us. So it sounds like somebody was full of donkey doo-doo.
Oh, so you
I'm
stepping
just
in it
saying,
like
man.
that. You coming that hard in the paint?
Well,
Well,
the Secretary of Press,
Mm.
gave a statement for the American people that we are not in a recession, that fuel prices is the lowest it's ever been, that during the winter time, you could just use electricity, pump. I think right now we just want the truth. We don't want to hear
Okay.
about Trump. We don't want to hear about things that happened prior to this administration, because this administration ran on promises. It
Every
ran
administration
on
went on promise.
promises. And so it's
Well,
okay.
they didn't promise
Is it
you
okay?
anything. You didn't vote for them.
They
So they
did.
promised me.
They
They
did.
promised
I
me.
am American citizen. I am a
When you
taxpayer.
choose to
I'm a
be.
law-abiding citizen, and I
Join the
am
club.
American. My
Join the
party
club.
line does not defines what I'm allowed to have or what the people that's in power is supposed to do. Just
Okay.
because I don't identify with everything on that blue side, because some of them things on that blue side, it's just hard for me to attach my values to it. Okay.
Well, let me jump in there, because you Jesus Christ, you've had over 428 seconds there. So let me just get
Man,
120.
that's what I
which is
do,
2
baby.
minutes,
Come
right?
on now.
I'm gonna get 120, and I'm gonna revert back to what you said. Okay, we're here now, and what do we do? Well, what do we do is we start making sure that the railroad puts in safety mechanism instead of lobbying to take them out, right? This is the first thing we can do. Second, we can hope and pray and give everything that the city of Palestine needs in Ohio. They need federal funds. Let's give it to them. It is not covered under a natural disaster. This is what people misunderstand things. I'm going to teach you today. It's not covered under a natural disaster. This is a private company.
The governor
I'm still
the
within my
governor
120
has been
minutes.
arresting reporters.
Doesn't matter. I'm still within my 120 minutes. You can get yours. I'm going to get mine.
Arresting
Yes.
reporters
And you know what that's called? Now hold up.
To the
The
American
governor
people.
didn't do anything. The police officer did, right?
Who
both
empowered
seen
him?
that video.
Who empowered him?
Who empowered them,
him?
or who paid them?
Yeah. No,
There's
when
a
I'm
difference in
saying who
power and
empowered
pay.
it, who passed the orders of started to change up things, as basically, I'm gonna say it. I've been noticing lately that a lot of blue cities has been having problems with these phenomenals. right? Now, I'm not talking about
Well, hold on, Pimp.
Palestine.
Hold on.
I'm
Don't
not
run to
taking
that,
I'm
Pimp,
not
because
taking
I
nothing
need to
away.
tackle
But
China. I need
it's
to
just
tackle
so
China
quick
because
how
you're running
people
off
that
there.
say defund the police always
Mm.
like to hit that state of emergency to empower the police over the people, the citizens. And then like what's going on in Ohio.
So you don't want the people to be over the citizens? You don't want
I
the
don't want that. I
police
don't think
to
that. I don't think the
be
police should
over the
be
citizens?
militarized against any citizen in the United
Oh,
States of
so you're
America.
not in favor of militarizing the police department, right? We just want to make sure we
No,
have this on
no.
record. Okay.
I'm saying that. I'm saying that.
Okay.
No,
Mhm.
no,
Mhm.
no.
Okay.
American citizens is not the enemies. Hell,
Mhm.
we are the generators. We are the fund generators.
Mhm.
Anybody that's elected or a
Mhm.
public servant fail to realize because we allow this culture like they are
Mm.
kings and queens and we are just servants, like we are just peasants.
You know, for some
But
reason, I
our
think we
hard
need to
work.
switch our colors around because you sound brother, you
No,
sounded more
no,
like a
no.
socialist than anything right now.
No,
I
what
don't
I'm
even know who I'm
sounding like,
talking to.
what,
I'm gonna go out and come back. Maybe I'm on the wrong
well,
live stream.
well, that's you. I
I'm on the
told you
wrong live
already.
stream tonight, y'all.
I'm looking at this like, okay, what's going on in Ohio? What went on prior in the Carolinas? What went on prior in Washington State and Oregon? When things start to happen, and it's usually red cities have their problems, right? But you start to see that people in power are running to the police to basically oppress. And when I say oppress, the people that's in Palestine, their voices need to be heard. More news reporting, but it's almost like they have this agenda, this propaganda to keep people focused on the derailment of the trains and not what's affecting everybody in that community.
Mm.
People came out and said that these corporations have offered them nights to pay for their nights at the hotel rooms and little compensation, right? And the
They
governor
should. It was
comes
their fault.
out.
It was
Well,
the train company fault.
this
At the end of the
well,
day,
uh,
listen, I get what you're
they
saying,
should be held.
right?
They should be held at a
They should
high
be held
standard.
100%
Where's
responsible.
EPA? Where's
EPA
EPA?
is
Where's
there.
the
EPA is
where's the
there.
green
They're
new
testing the
where is
water.
the
They
Green New
haven't rung in
Deal?
the corps of
So
engineers yet. We
Biden,
haven't got to that level, right?
Biden, one of the things what he stated when he got in
Mhm.
office, and some of this thing he ran on his campaign
Mhm.
was pollution, the eco-friendly, environmental, health rebuild, this whole notion, right? Now we got a derailment. We got people that's actually affected. We got Mother
Mhm.
Nature's creatures and things, water is affected right now,
Well, no
poisonous
doubt.
water
You get no
in
complaints
air
from me for
quality.
that. But
But
here's the thing, Pimp. Hold on. Hold on.
hold
Hold on,
on, I'm
Pimp.
just stating,
We
I'm not coming at you. That's
no,
what's
no, I
wrong
know
with
you're
you
not.
Democrats. Y'all get up, y'all feel like
Hey, you
everything
gonna
is an
watch that
attack.
D word. You gonna watch that D word tonight now. Okay.
Man,
We ain't gonna do that tonight.
are
Because
you a deep D or light D?
you know what? Listen, hold up, Pimp. I'm gonna get back to everything you talked about because I let you
Okay, yeah,
ramble and
I'm just
ran.
having my
Get your
hey,
red.
okay,
That better
okay.
be a diet Red Bull because you already amped up. Here's the thing.
Uh,
The railroad is solely responsible. Should the government come in and assist these citizens in a time like this? Yes, but don't paint a picture that the government's not doing anything. They may not be going as fast as you're wanting to go, but the EPA is there. The
which
Fish and
government?
Wildlife
Which
Services is there. Right now, if they're not doing it the way you want to do it, you know what we always say, what you gonna do about it? Let's go up there. It ain't that far from where I live. It's only about 6.5 hours. Let's go, baby. You meet me, we can dig up some dirt. So my
well, here's the
point
thing, they're
is,
gonna keep us out of there. They're gonna keep us out of
okay,
there.
okay. So here's
Yeah,
the
they
thing:
do. Yeah.
we have to rely on what's accurate, not opinionating what we feel. And the accuracy is the EPA is there, right? The
What are they
railroads
doing?
get a little bit of chump change money, which they caused this disaster. Do you understand? There's a video of the train that was on fire prior to the derailment. Because why? Their safety mechanisms are 20 miles apart. They used to be shorter. They lobby it to get it farther, right? So they took the safety mechanism out of play. And now we're going to blame the administration. You know what happened to personal responsibility? Capitalism, where private company, they have to be entitled, have to be
All right,
responsible for this.
so we're
Now
gonna play.
hold on. Let me get to
We're gonna
China.
play
I'm gonna get
temporary
to China
blindness.
too, because you
I
brought up
like
China.
that. I like
You
what you're
brought up
doing.
China.
This
I'm gonna give you this. You brought up China, right? One thing about American news: the first story they report, that first 24 hours is the most accurate time. Yes, they've flipped the script now. You know why? Because they don't want a war. They have to go by, oh, we talked to China. Maybe it wasn't a China weather balloon. Maybe it wasn't gathering information. Hey, that's how politics work. What you want to just go there dropping
So
bombs?
the Pentagon is
Even the
political too.
Pentagon has to walk things back. And they have done
Oh,
it in the past. The
so
Pentagon has
during the
admitted it.
Super Bowl,
They admitted it.
Bowl,
There wasn't weapons of mass
during the
destruction.
Super
The
Bowl, when
CIA
they
admitted
came
it,
out,
that they
you think they
infiltrated
just
the
jumped the
neighborhood with
gun?
drugs. So they walk stuff back. Now I ain't gonna let you talk because you ran off.
All right,
You ran off
so
over
let
your
me get
time.
this
I'm gonna
straight.
get my time in.
So no, I'm just saying, man.
Talk to me.
Don't you want to be advised about these things, especially when it come down to the security?
I
And
always want to
then,
be
well,
advised.
why is China flexing then right now? If it's no harm, no foul, it wasn't their
Mhm,
balloon, and the
mhm,
president came out and said, "Hey, we got a good relationship. We are trying to keep a good relationship, diplomatic. We are
mhm.
not rushing the gun." But now, China's shown their guns, and they're over there, trying to poke at Taiwan to get them to conform to come over, be a part of their whole little brotherhood family.
And you have
But
a problem with that?
I don't see. All right, you're turning around saying
No, I'm just asking, you have a
with
problem
that.
with China wanting to bring what was once their
I
people
say flex
all
them.
once
I
together.
say flex their muscles. So you have selective hearing now. So
No,
you
I don't.
okay
I
with
don't.
them flexing their
What's
muscle
wrong
on
with
America?
flexing a little muscle? The
On
United States
America?
flex muscle all the time. We flex muscle in Cuba.
You
We go to
damn right.
Brazil and flex muscle.
That's what we
We
do.
did it in the Bay
That's
of
what we do.
Pigs. You want to keep on
Hey,
going? It doesn't matter. We can do this all
hey,
night.
we are
So
big brother of the world.
no, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No,
Yes,
no.
we are.
That's the problem. We are
Who's
trying to
big
be the
brother of the
big
world?
brother,
Who's
and everybody
big
don't
brother
want
of the
you as
world?
a big brother, brother.
USA is the best, baby.
No, USA is the police of the world. I'm gonna put it where the goats can
We
get it.
are the
That they
big
are.
brother of the world.
They're the big brother. Okay, are they the big
We
brother
are.
to the
We
Congo?
are. Don't you stay in the United States?
Oh, yes, I do, but I'm not the big
Okay,
brother of the
then.
world.
Okay. Yeah,
Because if
we
we
are
the
the
big
big brother
brother,
of the
brother, we
world.
should be down in Congo stopping them using this child labor so you can have your cell phone. Anybody
No,
ever thought about that? And let's not
you,
forget, we start talking about
you have one in
EPA
your
and
pocket.
bringing light to things. Yes, I do. Bringing light to things. You know what? It's amazing how we forgot about Jackson, Mississippi overnight. It's amazing how we never talked about Flint, Michigan several years ago, and they're still struggling behind that.
Well, they should
People
have
in
talked about.
Alabama, hookworm
Hold
disease,
on.
they're living in feces because of sewer system. So if we're going to have the government that you're talking about helping people in a tragedy, right? That's what you're saying.
What
And damn it, they need to be all over because there's a bunch of travesty. And
it is.
I want the people to have help.
I'm talking about.
But I want us to admit that this is a corporation issue within this country where corporations
All
will
right,
lie
Theo.
about the EPA and safety regulations, and then somebody's dead. Now somebody think about it. They done found a cat.
Theo.
He's sick.
Theo.
I'm
It
just putting it
sounds
where
like
the
you
ghost can
one of
get
them
it.
guys. It sounds like you one of them guys that walk in the middle of a conversation where somebody's saying, "Yeah, unfortunately today my grandma passed away, and the people around there are trying to console them and tell them it's going to be okay."
And I'm
You
gonna say
sound like
not my
the guy there.
problem.
You sound like the guy that burst out. Well, if people die every day, I don't see what's wrong with it,
Well,
brother.
they really do. In all fairness, they do.
I'm not taking nothing away for those other events that happens
Mhm,
every day. I'm
mhm.
just talking about this particular one.
Well, I'm
Now,
giving this one and others
and you're
response.
not even humanly possible to tell me about every event that's happening currently right now, real time, back 48 hours, and just name a whole list. Come on, man.
Well,
Come on.
humanly possible, I did. And we're
That's all the
talking
thing
about,
that's happened. That's all
well,
that's
hold on, Pimp.
happened.
We're talking about also, no, they're still dealing with the water crisis in Jackson.
Yeah,
Also, we're talking about
and what
Ohio.
about the
I
people? Why
said
the
I
people?
agree. The government needs to help. But to sit here and make it seem like the government's not doing nothing when we
I
both
ain't
can
said the
pull up and
government
see
not
the
doing
EPA
nothing.
is there. But you're not
All right,
holding the people who started this problem is created from a
name them.
private company.
Name
They
them.
need to be held
Name them.
accountable. Norfolk
All right,
Southern.
name them.
Norfolk Southern. They
All
need to
right,
be
who's the
held
president?
accountable.
Who's the president?
Biden's president.
No,
Does
no,
he run
not
Norfolk
the
Southern?
president of the United States, the president of the company.
Oh, I don't know the guy name. I'm not gonna
Hold
lie
on.
and say
See,
I do.
now I thought you so goddamn concerned and in tune. I'm gonna
Oh,
give you a
you want?
second. Go
I
ahead
can
and
look it
use
up.
that Google.
I can look it up.
Look
It's
it
not a
up.
problem.
Look it up.
You know, I can look it up. Let's see.
I'm gonna
President of
let you look
Norfolk
it up,
Southern.
man.
You
Come
go
on.
ahead and ramble off, because you
No,
missed.
no,
You like a
let's go to
you,
let's
you
let's
like an
go and be
engine
an
with a bad
activist
cylinder
today.
right now.
No,
You're like an
I'm
engine
just
with a
saying,
bad
man.
cylinder.
Hey, you guys. What I'm saying is this stuff is getting very interesting. Okay. If you haven't opened up your eyes, open up your eyes, develop your own, your own thoughts. But it's just too many things that's going on right now where you're
Mhm.
looking at the government like, you guys aren't doing what y'all supposed to be doing. And you
Alice
constantly
Shaw
getting
is the guy who speaks for Norfolk Southern. He's actually
okay
CEO.
then.
But what
And
is the
then let,
government doing that they're
name
not
all the
supposed to be doing?
shareholders too.
I'm
Name
not
all
going
the
to do that. I'm
shareholders.
not going to do
Come
that.
on now, we got to hold all
No,
these people
we don't
accountable
want to
now.
bore the people. Now you're trying to
All
run into
right,
a whole
no
nother
man,
avenue. Hey,
no.
my stock in Norfolk Southern now is going down because of the
Alan
tragedy, but
Shaw.
it's going to go right back up. There's your
Ah,
financial advice for the night. Okay, get back to what you were saying. Go ahead, Pimp.
all right, now go ahead with the financial advice.
I just said it. Buy stock in Norfolk Southern is going down right now. I think it's about at $221 a share, which as we speak. So it's actually dropped. So, but if you want to run that race, the end of the day, just tell everybody what the government or what you think the government should be
No,
doing.
no, they don't.
So
I told you,
don't,
Theo. You don't talk to me like that. You must
oh,
think
I'm
I'm a
gonna talk to you
Democrat.
like that.
I'm a grown ass conservative, baby. Tell the people like you my daddy. That was wrong with your asses. You got Buttigieg. Tell Buttigieg. Buttigieg.
Yeah, said his name, don't
Oh
you?
man.
It's French.
Oh man.
Mm,
They say,
go ahead.
man.
Talk to me.
They say T Hill said, stay on topic. Oh, let's put it on the screen. Let's go. Stay on topic. How do you help Ohio? Government help Ohio. I pay taxes. I would donate. Let's be realistic. I'm not an engineer. I don't have a master in environmental science,
Mm,
but I know one damn thing. My tax dollars pay these people that's supposed to be responding to these people and helping these people. They ain't doing a damn good job.
they're not doing
And
it up to your speed.
you
They
damn
are
right.
there.
I am picky. I am picky
Okay.
when it comes
Okay.
to my
So
money.
let's
So
word
you
it that way because we don't want to
no, here we
mislead
go.
anybody.
Here go you thing, Theo. I said what the hell I said. I don't need no Democrat to help correct me. I
I
said
think you
what
do
I
because
said.
you worded wrong.
I don't need a word. If I worded wrong, that's what my damn taxpayer money could do for myself, right? That's how it goes, right there. I worded it
No.
wrong. I worded it wrong. I said what I said, man. I said what I said. Here go the thing. Who
Mm.
I'm trying to appease, you or T
Oh
Hill?
no, not by
Okay,
any means me.
then all
No.
right, then stop trying to critique what I'm saying.
Well, I'm
Because
gonna
you
critique it.
saying what you saying what you saying, right? You still
Oh yeah,
believe that?
but you critique
Cool.
because you go against what I'm saying when I'm giving you
That's
facts.
me. Dude, I don't get on this show just to say, hey, Theo, let's agree, buddy shit.
Oh,
I
we're
live
never
in
gonna.
Texas. I
This is
live
what
in
we do,
Texas.
and I live in Connecticut.
I would never live in Connecticut.
I live in Connecticut. You live in Texas. While at the same time, you guys are taking $100 million that the federal government is giving you for infrastructure and putting up EV stations.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead, Pimp.
Tell me the last time the government actually went to work at a job to earn the money that they so-called gave Texas.
Have they actually went to work? Right.
Yeah.
I.e.,
Or is that
meaning they
taxpayers'
pay
money?
their taxes. If they
Is that
pay their
taxpayer
taxes,
money?
that's
Okay.
where the money is coming
Okay.
from,
When
right? The
people
tax base,
here go the
right?
thing. Here go
Talk
the
to
thing. This is me. This is how I
Yes.
take it.
Mhm.
When people say, okay, the federal government just awarded, let's say, Texas this money. I tell people,
Mhm.
you know that people in the state of Texas pay into taxes that goes to federal, right?
Oh,
So
no doubt. They don't pay
the
that much.
government is really here go the thing. People are
Mm.
like, well, under the Biden administration, they gave so much money to Texas. Bro, that stuff is already pre-written, and that's taxpayers' money. And the state has to contribute to it too. So
does the state contribute more than they receive, or do they contribute less than
we
they
got
receive?
more jobs here. You tell me.
That doesn't mean anything.
Okay, then we don't employ people.
Oh, sure they do. Doesn't mean
Then
anything.
what comes out of people paychecks?
They pay taxes.
Okay, then.
Correct? They pay taxes.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But you guys don't have an income tax, right? You don't have a state income tax, right?
Why do you need it, Theo? Tell me the
No,
benefits.
I'm just asking a question.
I don't no,
It's a
we
yes
don't.
or yes.
No, we don't. We do not.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. But getting back to China, at the end of
I
the
want to
day,
talk
the
about trucker
original
porn now. Yeah, go ahead. Let's go back to China.
Hey, get back to China. You, like I said, whenever news is reported, and this is factually, you can check it historically, the first 24 hours is the truth. After that, you're getting spin, depending on how damning the message that came out, right? So do you think we want to constantly blame China for spying on us, understanding that they hold over 65% of our debt in bonds? Yeah, we're going to constantly tell the truth, but we're going to backtrack it because we don't want that smoke at the end of the
We
day.
don't want the smoke.
We don't want the smoke. You know what the smoke is? It ain't fighting. All they got to do is call our bluff. Pay me the debt you owe me. Pay the debt that we owe China.
What you think is going to happen?
I can tell you what happened. Either we're going to pay the debt or we're going to see our economy go into a downturn, a bad downturn. That's what we will see. Because those bonds have to be paid back. If they're not paid back, hey, we could be in a full blown out war. You never know.
Oh, so you think you think that America is going to allow China to allow our economy to collapse?
Well, first of all,
You think they have that much power over here?
Let me say this. America is standing alone in the world right now. Unfortunately, after we've done everything for 1,000,001 countries, we are standing alone. There are countries who are getting together. They're powering up. They're looking to change their currency to go against our currency. Yes, that's why you're not going to see the rhetoric that we're used to hearing in this country. We're used to hearing balls are blazing, cowboy, John Wayne. Don't work that more anymore. Those days are done. We have to be willing to come to the table and talk.
Well, I still see things on the news. I still see things that's being reported where the United States is still flexing and letting China know that we ain't backing down. We're not going to be intimidated. So it's just amazing how that concept that you're saying and what America is doing and what America is known for doing. Yeah,
there's no doubt.
I hear you on that. I hear you.
Yeah, well, you may not see it my way, and I'm cool with that.
You sound like you don't want to be in America.
Oh no, I love America with all its faults.
Okay.
With all its faults, I love my country. Never deny that. Do I hate some of the stuff it does within the country? Hell yeah. Do I hate some of the stuff that goes on outside the country? Hell yeah. No,
we don't
doubt,
have to agree with a lot of things, though.
Well, hey, I always understand we can always come together on something.
Yeah.
There you go, brother.
Well, you got any more for us, Theo? Because it seemed like you want to talk more about the CEO of the train company.
No. I don't care about the CEO. I care about the facts. The facts are the facts.
All right. What are the facts?
What happened is on this rail company's fault. Now, hopefully we can put new safety laws back in play, more strict laws, so we won't have this problem again.
Well, what if it comes out? What if it comes out that the tracks was sabotage?
No, it may, right? It's no different.
But hold on, this is their what if during the report?
If it was a factual report that the tracks were sabotaged, I would have no problem saying, you know what? I'm gonna eat my words on this. Now we need to
why put it out first? Why put it out there? It sounds like you don't sound like that.
Do you have the factual information that the tracks were sabotaged?
No, I said I'm just open-minded.
Oh, you said what if?
I'm just
okay. Well, what if can be stretched a mile long? That's a truck driver's analogy. What if?
You know what?
The rates go up tomorrow? They don't.
They do.
They won't.
When if we could do this, what if I think I'm gonna offend
You
a
brought
lot
up
of
the what
people.
ifs. I'm not a what if
I'm just
guy.
saying, I'm being optimistic because I'm not just gonna jump the gun and blame the corporation, right?
Mm,
Now, what I've seen that makes me put a frown on my face towards the government up there is how they've
mhm,
been treating independent journalists that's been going up there reporting and actually talking to the people, the residents of
mhm,
that town to get the word out, to get to actually talk to people that's affected, that's in that zone.
mhm.
And they're shunned out, they've been arrested. And really what we've been seeing, okay, some of these big news stations are reporting, but they are not with these people, or they just talking to officials, right? Or just giving you footage of the derailment. Yeah, it's bad.
Well,
And
I've seen videos
photo,
of the people there who are actually live there, and they're talking about how this is going to affect their livestock, their livelihood, right? Because a lot of people use well
now
water
what
in that
station?
region.
What station? Are you referring to big station
No,
or
I watch this
small
one
independents?
redacted. You know, I very rarely watch the big three. I don't watch
I
Fox and
don't
all
know
the
that, Theo.
CNN.
Theo, I don't know that. I
I
don't
tell
know
you
what
that
you
all the time.
watch.
Okay, for sake of argument, I generally
It's not an
watch
argument.
alternative news. It's not an argument. You know what I mean, brother.
I don't know what you
I don't
mean,
watch
man.
the big three. Let's just put it that way. I'm not following the big three because you're not going to get the good news, right? The facts are the facts. Now, I agree with you about the reporter. You know, you're talking about someone's First Amendment rights, right? So we're seeing that
Yeah.
being taken away from this reporter, which is not the first time we've seen this done. Let's be honest. So what's going on that avenue? But what I want to stick to
Oh,
is the simple fact that yes, we are
here
not
you
we are.
go.
We should be helping that region, but we have to admit that the train
We need the resources.
company
Now,
has
here go the thing. Who
responsibility.
who has said that we shouldn't help them or that's the thing.
Well, I've never
We
said we
you,
shouldn't.
you, you make
I've
the
been in
statement
battles
as
with people
if
like that.
but you make the statement as if people are against helping those people or not taking it serious or
Mhm,
haven't sent condolences uh, or shared the stories on social media platforms.
mhm.
You know, you're coming out as if it's something to go against.
Uh-uh.
And it's just
There's nothing to go
I
against.
told you I started the conversation off by saying I didn't like how the government was treating the people, the news report, the independent. That's
Mhm.
how I said it. I said it. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Now well, I got people asking me, what would you do if you was the OB, if you own Norfolk Southern, what'd you do in this incident? I'm gonna tell you something right now. If I own that company, the first thing I'm going to do is make sure we got the situation, see how much, get information, intelligence about what commodities was on the rail, then employ people to go down there and contain it, then find out, okay, what law enforcement or the government is doing in that area, and see can I be of assistance, buying rooms, food, whatever it might take. You don't know in that situation, but I'll know one damn thing. I have a heart. I have a heart. That's what I know I will have.
Well, you better
How you
call
will,
Alan Shaw and tell him to have a heart then. Maybe you can convince him
man.
to
Hey,
do
he
just
might.
that.
You don't know that dude person. I don't know the dude, man.
I don't know him personally. Hey, it's
Hey,
easy to
shit.
find out about him, right? But here's one thing we do know.
It's like you got to axe to fucking grind.
I don't have an
No,
axe,
you don't
brother.
even know. I'm over here being optimistic. I just say it. Hey, man. Okay. Hey, Theo, that's your side of it. Hey, pimp, I
Hey,
ain't got
hey,
nothing to say about it,
as an
man.
ex-union guy, I never have an axe to grind against a union company. I have an axe to grind because these companies keep asking for the government to take away safety precautions because they say it's costing us money, and we end
Well,
up
you
with
got the
what we
government right
have
now.
right
Well, you
now.
know that the gov. So if you mad, all right, I want to say mad. I wouldn't say mad.
Upset.
Yeah,
Mhm,
if you upset with that, well, they are doing the present administration, Buttigieg, want to do all the EV vehicles, self-driving AIs, and
mhm.
it's removed. And now not just this administration, many Republicans and Democrat has been really not focused on the Department of Transportation like they should be, especially with education.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a lot of things. So we can sit here and keep on edit. It's right here, man. Look at the wrecks. Look at the accidents that has increased since ELD. Actual statistics shows that truck drivers are in accident more than ever before ELD.
Correct. They're
Yeah.
racing against the clock. Yeah, well, we agree
Okay.
with
But
that.
the
That's
government, we
technology.
we went up there. You got truck drivers. You have trucker organizations. You had some people from different organizations. I'm not going to say their name, but they
Mhm.
went up there to Capitol Hill and like, hey man, this does not work. It makes the highway unsafe. And it's still here. And you just said the other night, man, I'm kind of glad I got EOD in my truck.
Yeah, you know why?
You see,
I was able to
so
get a lot more sleep.
man, we are human. Hold on.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you was not properly sleeping when you was in control
I
of your
wouldn't
hours.
say that. I wouldn't say that. Now I'm just
Uh,
saying, it does give you when you stay on it for a while, you will because you're actually stopping the truck for 10 hours, right? So you should take advantage of it. You know, when you drove, you did not stop the truck. Hell, you didn't even run law books. You was running illegal across
Now, say,
18 different
hold on.
states.
All right. I tell you right now, when I got my authority and I went poor, I was not listening to no laws. Now, I did tell you I had incidents where I start seeing shit, and I felt like I was unsafe to be behind the wheel. So I pulled up at a love scale and slept on the scale. And they were talking about a reway, first way or reway, and I'm in a sleeper. Just first way or reway. I thought I was in my dreams. I was literally
Oh
dreaming.
man,
Oh
I
man, that's
get you, Pep.
you sleepy when you have
Yeah.
a dream that you at a
Mhm.
truck stop in line waiting to get your scale ticket because you parked on the scale
Correct.
asleep and you could hear them through the mic. Yeah,
There
it was
you go.
tripping.
So let me ask you this then. So
Yeah.
do you think the impact of that derailment, how long do you think it's gonna last? Right?
Oh
Because
man, over 20 years. We're gonna have
okay,
commercials.
okay,
These people
okay.
are gonna be suing. I hope they are gonna be suing the pants off of every company involved. And they
Hmm.
should too. I
Yeah,
shit. Go sue them. Sue
yeah,
them. People are gonna be suing.
yeah. No,
It's
oh, there's
gonna
no doubt about that. I mean, because some is
it's
calling
not
this
like this
our
never
Chernobyl.
happened. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
all right. So you're gonna go over water. I thought you want to be concerned about the incident that happened
No,
here
no.
in the United
I
States.
said some are
Chernobyl.
calling this our Chernobyl. I'm
No,
saying
no,
some are calling
nah,
this
it's shit, man.
USA's Chernobyl. Now, I don't agree with
USA
that because of
shit.
the devastation of Chernobyl. Go ahead.
That's radiation, though.
Yeah, but it's still we're talking about contaminated
That's
dirt,
radiation.
contaminated
I
air.
know, but it's radiation.
Oh,
They
okay.
was
Go ahead, man.
manufactured. They was
Mm,
okay.
mhm.
That's like having uh nothing, nothing. Okay, there we go. All right. This guy just went to
Twisted him
school.
up with that one.
I know you didn't. You didn't. I'm like, we had other incidents that's happened here in America where, you have chemical fires, facilities that blew up down here,
Are you talking
gas.
about the
Oh, yeah.
fertilizer plant in Texas or the 3
Yeah.
Mile Island nuclear disaster we had in Londonderry, Pennsylvania in
Yeah, but
1979?
hey, you want to go over there to another country. But anyway,
I
go ahead.
just gave example, brother. I just gave
Okay, I
examples.
know how that. All right, all right. You doing good tonight? You doing good
I'm
tonight?
good, brother. You know, I'm always
I
good when we
might
can
gonna
do
get
this.
me, man. I might gonna get me a blue shirt to wear tomorrow in support.
And I'm gonna get me a red shirt.
There you go. Hey,
Mhm.
hey, make sure you put that thumbs up too, right? Thumbs up. We love everybody.
There you go.
That's y'all want to classify your asses. Y'all want to develop your own oppression.
Oh man. Excuse me.
But all right.
Yeah.
Now, man. Hey, man. Landstar incident. Oh, okay. So, dude, I've been on Facebook, right?
Mhm.
And I've been noticing links. Like, all right, so I guess they hide the videos in these stories. I'm getting new to this.
Mm-hmm.
But I see truck drivers. So I was tagged in a dude tagged me in a post, right? He tagged me, and if I remember this correctly, he said, "Click and watch my stories." There's a female on the front cover, very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And I go and click the link, watch her stories, and man, say, pimp, I'm gonna drop my goddamn phone. It was that shocking. I'm like, she in a truck, and she was on trying to keep this is she was on it was a dildo stuck to the side of the truck cab. And she was going at it. I'm talking about, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then it went to another scene
Mm-hmm.
where, dude, I'm like, this is what, and it was on female, it was in a truckers group. Then
So
I'm just
she
reading.
videoed
Who was
herself
fucking herself on the side of the
raping a
truck.
dildo.
The dildo was stuck to the side of the truck. The
Mm.
cab, like, I guess it has a suction. I don't know. I call that mobile dingling. All right, roadside. That's roadside for real. But the dildo was stuck on the side of the truck, and she got a sundress, had it pulled up,
Oh,
bent over, and just going at riding the dildo. Just
mm.
bagging that thing up on the dildo, and it was in the truckers group on Facebook.
Wow.
And
Wow.
it's not the video. You cannot see the video like, when you get on when you see videos shared around Facebook. It
Mm-hmm.
was not in that format. You had to click the person's stories. Yeah, it was in the stories.
Wow.
I said,
Wow.
we got porno in the truck. I down
Mm.
there now. Kind of this is my dark side. This is my dark side.
Mm.
Where was this in 2007? Where was this?
Yeah.
Where was this? It was dry out here. In 2007, we didn't have it was dry.
Oh
It was,
man.
I'm like, these new female truck drivers. They I'm I'm like, wow. They did nowadays, man, truck drivers. It, I give it one more year. I think we're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have a reality show. I think somebody it gotta be an existent Theo. It has to be somewhere on OnlyFans.
It's coming.
Because these are some attractive female truck drivers. My
Yes,
thing is,
very.
yeah, where do they find their participants, the companion?
Mm.
Is this just random, or is it a list to get on? Do you travel? Yeah, do you travel America with your dildo, making videos
Yeah.
and
So
paid
there's a
off
market for
video?
everything. There's a
It,
market for it.
we
You
might
see
see
what I'm saying?
Coco. We might see
You never
Coco.
know. That can be
Might see
considered
Coco.
soft porn because there's only one individual.
No, these women. When I seen the video,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, so let me say this for the record. If I was single with no kids,
Mm-hmm.
I have to drop 50% of my paycheck on these. Man, these women look good. It look like
Mm.
they take care of themselves, right?
Yeah, there are some gorgeous
Yeah.
women out here in trucking. I will
Man,
admit that.
but it's like, who? Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. These, hey, but they got to make money. I guess they ain't. I would say they making money. They ain't making money off the load, but they getting a load. A drop and hook. Oh, she got a driver assist.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that.
You know
Wow.
what? That would be badass. That would be badass. I think somebody gonna go viral. I
Yes.
think it will. I think if they took the time to structure it correctly, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people out here in the truck industry, if you into those type of things, right? Because you got to have that mindset. Uh, but if they made videos off of truckers jogging, terminology, a
Mm-hmm.
drop in the hook, a one pick, two drop,
Mm.
and the driver assist,
Yeah.
a lift gate, COD. I'll be watching those videos too.
Bring in a lift gate.
Lift gate.
Well, like I said, man, there's a market for everything. It's about tapping into it. That's just it.
Well, this new generation is killing the game.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say kill it. I would say this newer generation, some of the people in this new that's getting into trucking, they are innovative. They
Mm.
are some quick thinkers. And then their marketing. The marketing, because I had to go back and do a double dip. I had to go and double dip and see that video again. And I see all the dudes' comments. And guys are willing to drop that cash.
Oh yeah.
They dropping that cash. And I'm looking like, God damn, this woman right here got 289K comments. Now, if
Wow.
each comment, let's just say half of those comments, because she had a cash app up there. She had the cash app. You
Oh,
can see
you
that cash
got
app.
some money.
If everybody sent 50 cents, how much money she made that quick?
Mm-hmm.
That's some of us, that's our salary. And she made it in
Correct.
15 minutes. Man, we in our own damn business.
Well, they say sex sells.
No,
That's
I don't think
just
so.
it.
I don't agree with that.
You
I
don't.
think attraction.
Mm.
Fetishes. It's not just the sex, because you could, if it was sex, just this is just me. I'm not going against what you're saying,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's the whole encompass of this um fantasy
Correct.
fetish. You got a
Correct.
beautiful woman, looks well kept.
Mm-hmm.
She's got the right angles, got the camera set at the right angles. And you like, damn. And some people probably think, man, I'll probably never have a woman like that in my life.
That's
But right
true.
now, I could take this as personal. I can make sure she
Mm-hmm.
get her money, make sure she keep her nails right. And some people like for, that's go with the actress and actors. People pay them to look the same. Always look this way. Keep yourself up. Look this good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Well, I mean, look at it this way, man. You got people who sell foot pictures, and these pictures go from 15 to 25. I think it was one girl I remember seeing last year. She made over $1 million just selling pictures of her feet. So that whole
Yeah.
thing you said, the fetish and attraction, yeah, that's I would agree with
Well,
that.
I shared the topic about the lady that was selling her farts in a jar.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
like, a fart. You Somebody fart in a jar, and the
Yep.
woman made over $100,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to go to truck stop and start collecting these guys' farts. How
Oh
much
man,
money
you be
we
a
make?
millionaire in a week.
That's a Peterbilt fart right there. I could tell.
Trust me,
Automatic driver fart.
you don't even have to put any sound behind it.
Oh man, in other news. All right, let me pull this up. Yeah, Theo, I know you had something you want to speak about. Did you get your pen and paper out? Because you say you got your pen and paper today.
Oh, I've got a couple of things. We're good. We're good. We're gonna stay
Yeah,
where
go ahead
we
and
are.
say it.
No, it was dealing with everything that we was discussing. It is, it
Do you
wasn't
want to
nothing off.
revisit it? Do you want to circle round back to it?
Oh, we don't have to. I've done enough. Trust me. I think the overwhelming support will agree with my opinion, and they will agree with yours too. And everybody's going to be neutral. We both agree that the government needs to step in, but there has to be some accountability also.
We already paid the government. The government needs to utilize our tax funds correctly to the people and stop treating people as if we are just some type of pawn. Man,
Mm.
they are not responding fast enough. They're
Oh,
not. And they are not taking it serious.
well, let's see. We God willing, we don't have another tragedy this year, but when we do, let's see what they do.
Well, the government's going to do what governments do:
Mm,
delay, dispute, blame something else,
mm.
and then get you distracted with something else. Get you distracted. They're going to distract you
Or they're only going to
anytime.
distract you if you
Anytime.
let them distract you. If you
What
let
you mean?
them.
What you mean? All right. So
You-
you gonna go up there to the White House and tell the press secretary, hey, what about this incident that happened 2 weeks ago? Why aren't you speaking about it?
by no means necessary.
Okay, then
But when you say distract, I'm
they
thinking you're
control.
saying they're gonna run another story, another news story, and it's gonna take your mind off of something,
Yeah,
right? Unfortunately,
that's what they do.
yeah, but I can chew gum and walk at the same time, brother.
All right. So if they're not talking about it and they're not releasing information about it, then how the fuck are you gonna get the
Oh,
information?
no, no. They're releasing it. It's just that certain news sites aren't covering it. That's where we're
All
at.
right.
If you're
uh,
following the basic standard of looking for news, then you're gonna get just that, the
all
basic
right.
standard.
All right. So it's a government official
Hmm.
giving out more statements, more interviews,
Oh,
or
yes. You
is
you
it
have
or
listen, go ahead.
no, no. All right. I think we on two different. I'm trying to get back on, trying to make sure we're on the same frequency.
Hmm.
If the government decides to do a blackout with the information, which they have, and this has been proven,
Hmm.
how is he going to get the information?
Oh, the information to get leaked. With all this technology we have today, that information will get leaked. There's no
When?
doubt about it.
See
When? I can't say
okay,
today or
all right, then it
tomorrow,
could be
but it
20
will come
years. It
out.
could be 20
No,
years.
it won't be 20 years. Now you're dealing with the
You
Freedom of
need.
Information Act. We got to go 20 years to get some information.
Have our government not silenced people that leak the information?
All the time. All the
Okay,
time.
all right.
That don't mean you stop looking. But go ahead. What you got? You looking at something on your phone?
Nah, I'm just getting your just reading your obituary because Theo's going to look into a national security. I'm just, Theo, what kind of suit you want on? You want a blue? You want a
Yeah,
blue?
I'm a beige pinstripe kind of guy.
All right. Hey,
Yeah.
what do you want on your tombstone?
Oh man, just you know what? Just have a face of me smiling. That's it. Mhm.
Okay.
That's all I need. And make sure my rats are taken care of.
I'm gonna leave them motherfuckers alone. I like cats. Oh man. But yeah, man. So
Hmm.
a lot of things going on, man, and a lot of truck drivers like today, man. I
Yeah.
heard in the Dallas market, I don't I heard from some credible sources, and credible sources being a broker that deals with that works with TQL.
Mm.
TQL. So the guys in the comments, y'all could probably please chime in. If you're in the Texas market, pulling reefer or drive-in, I heard overnight truck drivers start to accept the rate. The lowball rate as of Friday, the average rate was Dallas, Texas to San Antonio. One pick, one drop. The low ball rate was $800. 800
Mm.
runway. Origin is Dallas. Destination is San Antonio. As of today, the rate is $450
Wow.
over 300 miles. And
Wow.
truckers are still taking it.
Hmm.
Now, I also noticed too and heard, notice that it's a pickup in volume. So it's more cheaper rates on the board than what was prior there. So give you just a simple understanding. When you log in to DAT, you probably see on 5 o'clock in the afternoon, what, 110 lows left, all of them low ball, 200, 200, 200, just low ball rates, just low.
Hmm.
Now you're tuning in and you're seeing 400 lows on the low board, but they are low ball rates. Now, truck drivers, do you take that as a sign of the market is about to flip in your favor? I mean, supply and demand now. If truck drivers have been listening to brokers, they've been yelling supply and demand.
Mm-hmm.
What if now the supply and demand is on the trucker side? Do you truckers hold out a little bit? Do you truckers see a little silver light in the clouds when you see more? I know it sounds weird, but you see more lower rates
Mm-hmm.
showing up on a low board. Is it a sign of the change of the times?
Okay. Again, well, let me ask you this: what was that lane prior to the big C word? What was that lane prior to that?
I don't know what the
If you
big.
can
We talking about
remember.
coochie. Talking about coochie.
Not COVID. We're not talking about coochie. Coachie's 24/7, 365.
I thought you
Mm-hmm.
was over there having a democratic moment. You know,
Never.
to buy from Gucci.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, COVID, it was open market. You could easily move that lane. Low ball rate 1,200.
Okay.
What
Gotcha.
1,200? You could
Yeah.
easily move that 12. And now
Mm-hmm.
you pulling 12 on dry van. 12 on dry van. Guys were
Gotcha.
getting more on reefer. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
what's up? Come on, talk to me. What you got?
No, 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 no. I was just trying to do a number comparison, as you know. That's all I was just looking at. What was the rate paying back then? And that rate that you just said is totally not acceptable. It's just not, man.
That
Unfortunately, guys are
$450.
taking it. Say what now?
That $450.
Yeah, yeah. That's a low ball rate. That's horrible. It really is.
Hey, here go the thing. All right.
Hmm.
What you mean is a horrible rate?
Well, let's look at this. How many miles is it? Give me the miles. I don't want to
Let's
speculate.
so depending what part of Dallas. So let's just go 320 miles. 320.
Okay, so you're talking about $1.35 a mile, right? That's what we're talking
Yeah.
about. $1.35 a mile. 50
Okay.
gallons of fuel to run that load. I don't know what you guys' fuel rate is, so let's just say it's $4 even. So you're talking $200. What are you making? Now you made
All right.
$200 for
So
the load.
so you are taking that offer rate as it being your operating rate.
No, no, no. Well, I wouldn't take that rate, but I will guarantee you that somebody
So
is
how's a
taking that
bad
rate.
rate?
Well,
How
it's a bad rate
that's
because it's starting too low for the lane. Period.
it's
That's my
starting
opinion.
too low. It's
Yes.
only a offer.
Okay.
It's
And now
only a offer.
are the
It's a
lows being
offer.
for that? Are there any lows being moved for that?
We don't know. See, that's the
Okay,
great
I
secret.
got you. I got you. I
The
will
load can
recant
come
my
off the
statement.
low boat. The
Yeah,
load
I
could
will
disappear
recant
off
my
the
statement.
low board, and
Hmm.
it doesn't mean that the driver took it for that particular operating rate.
Hmm. Hmm. Now, like I said, I
And the
will
brokers
recant
never
my
release
statement.
that information. They would
Yeah.
never release. Uh, they don't release information, and I
Hmm.
and I'm still I am a firm believer. It's a lot of propaganda.
Yeah, they may just be throwing those lows out there to see what guys are going to do.
There
That's
you
why I
go.
say
And
I will
then
recant my statement. Hmm.
okay, then okay, okay. Uh, hey, I smell that conservative on you. There you go.
No, my conservatism was making these companies be held accountable for what they did.
Yeah,
Let's
man,
stop supplying on the government and start doing it
man,
ourselves.
you haven't went and protest at not one damn McDonald's. Have you been to a liquor store?
Yeah, actually I'm going
Uh,
tomorrow because our liquor stores are
oh,
open on Sundays. I didn't know you
see,
guys
we
liquor
have
stores wasn't open on
selective
Sundays.
trauma, selective, selective trauma. Say, but man, these brokers, I'm hearing from different truckers. Some are very optimistic on what to see coming.
Hmm.
War does bring money, unfortunately,
Hmm.
and our economy is not in a great spot. The average interest rate across the credit cards in the United States, the average consumer
Hmm.
credit card interest rate is 20%.
Wow.
And the banks are not dropping rates. Banks are not introducing incentives to really ease the financial burden on consumers.
Hmm.
Uh, they just say get a side hustle. Um, the Treasury Department is not trying to increase the interest rates.
Well, they're not trying to lower the interest rates.
Like they are not trying to increase or lower.
Okay, that's what
That's it.
Correct.
There you go. There you go. If you want a goddamn child, just gonna get you one, man. I got you.
Well, you know what they say, that it's up to the elders to teach the younger ones. In this day and time, the younger ones sometimes teach the elders.
Oh yeah, you about to step in that shit, man. You about to step in that. Who the?
Hey, I got my big Kanye West boots on.
I'm like, see, no wonder this younger generation don't listen to these truck drivers. Y'all don't know shit. These young, hey man, these young up and comes killing the game, man.
You ain't never lied. They are taking risks
man,
that I would have never done.
Well, we in a different time now. We in a different time where you got to get it how you can.
Correct.
And what works for somebody, and just look around you, right? Like you could turn on the news right now. Everybody's trying to get it how they can, and just basically survive. You got people that's still doing good in trucking.
No
You
doubt.
got a lot of people. You got guys that's doing good in trucking. I was talking to a few carrier owners today, and they are very optimistic on seeing all of the lows posted, and so late in the day. Now,
Correct.
they did agree that the prices are quite low. The offer rate where the negotiation is starting from, but they see hope. They see hope where they saying, okay, man, OB, when Monday come, I know it's probably going to be a rough start, but it's not going to be like the prior Monday, where Lowe's going from Dallas to Houston for $250. And now let's revisit that, where guys like, hey man, I never seen this before, but 2015, Lowe's was moving for $250 down to Houston. It did it again in 2016. So 2015 to the middle of 2017, freight prices was low, and you could Google 2017. You actually Google 2017, notice that they got prices to $1.01, and a lot of carriers went out of business. And that time, Dallas, Texas itself was a horrible market. Okay. And Houston, no disrespect. Well, I'm gonna say it, man. Houston is a fucking terrible market. I don't know why people just rush down to Texas and say, hey man, I'm gonna move to Houston. Houston is a terrible fucking market. It is. Houston eats up carriers.
What about for its hazmat though? Because there's a lot of chemical plants down there.
You got to be in the know. Most of the guys that go down there and say they're doing chemicals, they're going to be working for a company that's well established. They are not going down there and just deboing, right? Houston is a sucky lane. A lot of guys take a hit coming from Houston to Dallas because the average, the Houston lane, is it still paying? Houston, Dallas used to run on an average of $500 for a drive in. Wow. Then when you get to Dallas, you get $1,200. You get anywhere from $800 to $1,200, depending. And I'm just saying, these guys that doesn't bid, they want to bid fairly. All right. I don't believe in fairly, so let me say that disclaimer. But guys will try to bid fairly on market lane in between $800 to $1,200. So they'll come up for $5, go back down for $12. And they say that they made $1,700 because they'll run that shit straight through. See, that's what the Houston guys would do. They would come up and run back down in the same day, which they don't supposed to do that, but they do it. So in their mind, they made $1,700. They generated $1,700. But the Houston market has always shown to be very tough. And usually compared to Dallas market, Houston market always falls first. Houston market falls first. And the guys like, oh man, all carriers is cheap in Houston. No, it's just a plethora of trucks. It's just too many of the trucks. It just you're over demand. And then then you got people like, well, let me go into the Houston market. You can't go in the Houston market. I mean, I'm sorry, the Austin market. Now, Austin market is supposed to be one of the hottest markets. Let it be known behind closed doors. Austin, Texas is a secret hot market.
Is that a blue city?
Yeah, y'all don't allow
Well,
trucks.
just curious, just curious.
It's actually liberal. They don't
Still blue.
they don't attach themselves to one formation.
Mm.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get in line with all of the other alphabets. But it's not a high truck establishment,
Mhm.
carrier establishment in Austin, but Austin demands the most. It sounds weird. Where they are quick to build facilities, warehouses, produce, try to start producing manufacturing, right? But they
Correct.
don't like trucks. Like they
Mhm.
still have an ordinance, no trucks allowed in the city of Austin. No truck parking, no truck
Mhm.
stops, no truck repairs, not in the city.
So everything's got to be done outside the city limits.
Yeah, well, the city limits could go, man. You see truck facilities about 40 miles
Okay.
from the 40 miles.
Is Austin divided into one county or multiple counties, or it just?
What you want to know, Diego? What's up?
I'm just asking a
What
question, brother. Is
I
the
think
city of
you
Austin
trying my
divided
gangster
into?
pimp.
No, no,
No,
no,
they
pimp.
got a
They
cell
got to
phone.
do
Hey,
some
hey,
gangster.
utilize this, Theo, right there, right there, Theo.
I'm looking into the
You,
future. That's why I asked, is it
I,
composed of one county or is it
Theo.
multiple
All
counties?
right, what you want to move down here, right?
Not exactly.
Okay,
I want to take Connecticut and just put it in a warmer region. That's what I want.
just stay up in Connecticut and just wait till summertime.
Yeah, then I gotta come. Then I gotta move back
Something don't
down to
work up
wintertime.
there, man. But man, see, that's what's happening right now to a lot of states.
Mhm,
Y'all leave the policies. Y'all leave these states. People leave their states and
mhm,
bring their felon policies to other states.
mm. Well, that is the name of the game,
Man, but why?
whether some like it or not. But that's the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if y'all can ship us some warm weather in the wintertime, you wouldn't
Texas,
have to worry about me coming
see,
up
here
here.
go again. It's not Texas against the world. Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm just saying these are proven facts, man. That
Mm.
most people move down to Texas because of the opportunity.
Well, that
And a
and
little
it's
bit more freedom, a little bit more freedom.
let's be honest. Texas has a lot of land, and Texas is going to be a hotbed for the next 10 to 15 years. There's just so much land down there, and corporations are going to go where they can get the cheapest land, and people are going to go where the jobs are.
The cheapest land is not in Texas.
Oh, for corporations, they'll get it for cheap. Now, for you
And
or
not
I, yes.
not in Texas.
You
Not
you
that
guys
cheap.
don't have incentives to get companies to come down there?
It's other states in the South. It's other states.
Yeah, you won't answer that question. Yeah,
No,
but
no,
like I
no.
said,
Well, because it's almost like it's feel like sometimes, you know, I don't even. Well, some people just know. I don't like
mhm,
talking to people from the north, about moving and relocating because they always it's like, dude, y'all acting like stacked on top of each other is something to be proud of.
well, I
You
don't
know,
know anybody stacked on top of each other unless you live
I
in an
knew you were.
apartment. But
Hold
for
on, y'all
if
home.
someone's a
uh,
homeowner, there is not going to be another home on top of them.
Well,
Now we do have
I
apartments.
seen,
Dallas
I
has
seen like
apartments everywhere. Mhm,
I met people from Jersey, and I'm not talking about price. I met a truck driver that they moved down here to Dallas,
mhm,
and he went to look for apartments in Dallas.
mhm,
He's like, "Oh, OB, man, these apartments are spacious down here. Your
mhm,
apartment's not like up there in the Northeast." I'm like, "What you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, apartment is like a house, like 4 stories. And
mhm.
yeah, you got it one level, second level, third level. Everybody stay on top of each other." I said, "Oh no, no." Now an apartment's got 3 levels, but man,
Well, don't I've seen some apartments in Dallas that where they
yeah, I'm
have
just saying it doesn't
over
look like a
9
house.
levels, 9 levels.
Yeah, yeah, but
And
it's not, it just don't look. Now, of course, it has
yeah.
levels, but it's like 4-story houses. You don't see that
Well,
unless
the
it's
reason why the architectural design was done that way was because in the beginning they looked at space
when
and
you
bringing
talking about
businesses.
what beginning? There's
Well,
slavery or after
no, are
slavery?
you serious? No.
You saying the
The
beginning?
the
I'm
re
trying the beginning of
Okay,
what?
I'm gonna put it where the ghost can get it.
What?
reason why you have what they call multi-level family homes, right?
Yeah.
Where it is an actual house, it's no different than an apartment building, but there's different levels to it, right? So you have a
Yeah. We
3-bedroom,
understand
all
that.
that,
We ain't
right?
slow.
So,
All
so
right.
they
But
did
why?
it because of space. You got to remember, the Northeast has some of the smallest states in the country,
Yeah, we know
right?
that. And y'all still
So
want to
that's
build and
that's
stack
why it's like
people on
that.
top of the people.
No, 90% of the new stuff being built is not built that way anymore. One,
So
they're
what, y'all gonna
realizing
spread
that it
out?
causes
Y'all
we're
gonna
spreading
spread
out.
out?
We're
How can
spreading
you
out.
spread out when the land is already maxed out? What, y'all gonna build some more islands or
Nah, it ain't maxed out
additional
all
to
the
the
way.
land?
It ain't
What you
maxed
gonna
out.
y'all gonna kick some
Once we
people out?
max out, we'll
Y'all
come to
gonna kick
Texas.
some people out. Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Y'all
We'll
gonna
kick
take
the
some
ones we don't
land,
need.
ain't
We're kicking them
you?
deplorables out. That's what we're doing. We're kicking
See,
them out, and the
so y'all
ones that
gonna
are,
take some land. Hey
yeah, we got
man.
some land.
Oh man, shout out
Ask
to
the
all the
Native
boys.
Americans do.
Man.
And it's not pretty.
Yeah. So man, like I
Mhm,
was all I visit New York. I visit New York.
mhm,
First time ever. I was shocked. I was how can I say it? I was fucking afraid. I was
mm,
fucking afraid. I was working for Bancroft and Sons out of Grand Prairie, Texas.
mhm,
And we had to for the US mail. And we had to stop in Jersey at the postal service in Jersey. And that night we stopped in Jersey and we went across the bridge. After we got done with everything, we went to the hotel because Bancroft had a rule where you unload the trailer or drop the trailer and you got to wait 48 hours. And
mhm,
then we get the return load to come back down to now we wouldn't come back to Dallas. We'd be going across to California. And
mm.
one I decided to take the truck and bobtail around New York City.
Which is
And
the
yeah, we were bobtailing. I ain't know shit about New York. I ain't know shit. I seen the subways. We went to a store. I'm like, these motherfuckers hang out all night. Like y'all just, I'm like, it looked rough. It
mm,
looked rough. Seeing the
yeah,
steam coming out the sewer like the little thing, the man cover hose.
yeah,
I'm like, this.
yeah,
Then I went by I would call them apartments, right? But the guy
mhm,
that ride with me, he's from Chicago. He's like, man, those not apartments. Those are projects. The concrete buildings stacked all the way.
mhm.
Look like skyscraper apartments to me. But
Correct, correct.
I
And
was
some call them
amazed.
projects. I wouldn't call them that. I wouldn't call them ghettos. I just call them living quarters is what they are. Because some of those areas are, believe it or not, man, people pay a lot of money to live in them areas. A lot.
I'm not knocking them. It
Mhm.
looked like the projects to me. I was born in
I
Memphis
got you.
too, man.
I got
It
you.
looked
I
like
got
it's concrete, thick ass windows.
you.
I
Concrete
ain't see
jungle.
no good. But everybody car parked. Man, what got me was the trash. The
Mhm.
trash on the sidewalk. How tall it was. And my thing was, who's walking it down? Now, tell me that. I still nobody ever told me how do the person on the 20th floor how do the trash get to the curb?
You're either gonna walk it down or you throw it down your trash chute and it should go down into the dumpster if you got one in the back of the building.
But
Other than that, you
but
walk
what
it
about
down.
when they have so in those living quarters,
Mhm.
if you stay on the let's just say 20th floor,
Mhm.
you literally have to bring the trash down all 20 flights
That's why they have
and walk it.
elevators or a trash chute, right? I know
I'm
up here
asking,
we have trash
dude,
chutes.
hold on. Answer the fucking question. How do it get to the curve? That's what I want to know. Because
Well,
I think
if it's on the curve, the people are taking it on the curve.
who?
The residents. I mean, you do have elevators in some of these
So
buildings,
y'all
you know
just
that.
so instead of hold on, but why? Why put the trash on like the trash bag on the curb?
Because
If you
the
stay
trash man picks it up off the curb. That's what he's supposed to do. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he's supposed to do. Now, I'm not saying it's like that
I
now.
didn't know that, dude.
Yeah,
I
but
thought y'all had a janitor. I thought y'all had like a custodian
well, a
that will
custodian
collect
is
the
not your
trash.
trash man. He's there for what he's there for. Generally, most time your custodian is going to be your building engineer also, right?
Hold on.
So
So
you
so
don't have that.
so when you put the trash, I guess if it works.
Yeah.
So during the daytime, you be walking down and you just put your trash on the curb.
Put trash on the curb, and they come and
Yeah,
get it.
it don't seem safe.
It's now things have
Uh,
changed since those times.
man,
Now
trash still on the curb.
we
So what y'all did
still
now?
we,
What they did now?
you're still not having mounds and mounds of trash, right? But at the end of the day, that's where they want it, so it's easier to pick it up. That's just it. I mean, I don't live there. I understand what you're talking about. That's what I've always been told from my family members that do live in those areas. Now, we don't do it that way here. Everybody's got a dumpster
Yeah,
or a
that's what
garbage can.
I
Yeah.
thought. And I'm like, man, when I rode through New York,
Hmm.
I seen the nice side. When I say side, I'm talking about the city life, right?
Hmm.
Then I actually got, I seen when they were cleaning the sidewalk,
Hmm.
like early in the morning. I would trip it, man. I'm like, because you go to somewhere that you never really got to experience. You never, the only
Correct.
thing I seen was on TV, SVU Law and Order, New
Yeah.
York.
Oh, and that is not the New York
Dude, I
at
like
all.
it. Well, that let me live in my fantasy. But when I got there, I said, this shit is tight, it's dirty. And when I seen that trash, I said, man,
Hmm.
yeah. And
And,
when I first got to Jersey, when
mhm.
I went to the post office in Jersey, the DC, the
You
DC
went
in
to the one in Newark then. If you went to the big
yeah.
DC, that's in Newark. Yeah, correct. Hmm.
I said, when I seen those houses built on the hill, I like, man, them motherfuckers look like some stick ass homes. I couldn't
Mm.
believe people stay there.
Yeah.
I'm like, because it's so cluttered. It was
Mm.
just I'm like,
But you know what? Here's how you have to look at it, though. You will be surprised, and I'm telling you the truth. You will be surprised that a lot of people they get so comfortable to their living standards or their living habits, right? They wouldn't want it any other way. They feel that they're closer to their neighbor living like that, right? The
yeah.
first time I moved to Connecticut, I got a huge culture shock. And that was still for me, even coming up to the Northeast years before that. But I got a huge culture shock of the layout, how everything was, right? But what I'm realizing now, even if you go to some places down south, you can buy a house and they've got horrible zoning codes where the houses can be damn near 5 feet apart,
And
you know?
that's what they're doing now. That
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
right around the corner from they call it Tucson, the Tucson something. All right,
Hmm.
deep throat that water.
Mm.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. You ain't got to say deep throat. I'm just swallowing some water.
Shit, that's porno break. Uh, but they got some houses around the corner, man. They built them so close together. If your neighbor house catch fire, everybody about to catch fire.
Yeah, yeah, I don't
And
like
I'm looking at the price sticker. I'm like, man, $580,000. This looks like I'm not, dude. These look like the homes, like miniature shacks,
mm,
2-story, skinny, very slim homes, a very slim profile, a
correct.
miniature driveway. What I call a miniature driveway. If you have a Chevy Silverado 4-door pickup
Mhm.
truck, it's going to be at the end of the driveway. You're going to be blocking the sidewalk with the cross path.
Wow.
It's that small.
Yeah.
And it's designed to put your car, the layout of the whole layout is designed for you to put your car in the garage, not your truck. Truck
Mhm.
stays out on the driveway. You don't have that much land. You really don't have land. You have a front yard, no sides, and a back. In the back is these new HOAs communities. So everybody fence is connected. It's not even wood. It's the see-through fence, right? Picket.
Correct.
Pickets.
Mhm.
And I'm looking at the price because I was nosy. I'm going to look at these homes. People are paying 580, 900,000 for a corner.
And you can't even
Corner.
have a complete driveway.
You can't have a complete driveway.
Correct. Correct.
And you, like you said, you got people that's moving from California here to Texas,
Mhm.
and they don't want a lot of space. They don't want the houses with a lot of space. Down there in Houston, Houston should have got the wake-up call where developers was buying a plot that had one nice home on it with a nice sized backyard. Now they putting 2 homes on one plot. And I'm like, man, that's a fucking fire hazard.
Now I wonder, are they what we call chopped up on the inside, right? They'll sell it as a 5-bedroom, 2.5 bath house, and it's just chopped up. Just
no, that's not called chopped up.
Well, that's what we
call
call
it the northeastern efficiency.
Oh no.
That's how y'all.
We don't
That's how
have
y'all
that.
do. Man,
I only started
y'all,
seeing that down south, where they was having
we
these
got
huge houses.
Oh, we got shotgun houses. You gotta. I grew up in a shotgun house. Yeah, you know, shotgun. The front door is a line.
Yeah, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Yeah, ain't nothing that wasn't chopped up. The front of it, the front of the home was the living room. The middle of the home was the dining room. And at the rear end, you got the kitchen and the bathroom. Over to the right, if it's wide enough, you got a 2-bedroom right there.
Whoa. So you guys grew up pretty wealthy because you said you had the bathroom.
Yeah, you got a bathroom. Well, yeah, it had a bathroom. What you didn't grow up in a house with a bathroom?
Yes.
Okay, then. Okay.
I knew people when I was growing up who still had outhouses.
Then that's they poor ass there.
Yeah.
Mom and daddy need to make better choices because your kids, it was nothing to put a bathroom, even if you had a septic tank. Come on now. When somebody tell me, like I grew up in Mississippi, right? And say, man, we seen things where kids, my partners, man, they didn't have a lot, but parents made at least make sure they had the basics.
Correct. You know? Well, that was what you
having an outhouse is not bad. Some people act like that's bad. I'm like, dude, you ever had an outhouse in the wintertime? You ever hit an outhouse? I mean, that's the best feeling. Use the bathroom out there in the springtime.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, I use the outhouse, man. Springtime, nice. Yeah. What thing is, you don't want to use the bathroom inside of the house with no AC, and it's the wintertime. I mean, the summertime, you're hot. you're sticky. So, but man, it's just today's time, man. Some people got to reflect. You got to go and reflect on your past and where we at present.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah,
no doubt. It's sometimes our past make us who we are in our future. So there's nothing wrong with revisiting at all.
All right, Theo, kind of dry tonight, man. I got you, Theo. I got you, man.
He said you kind of dry.
I think Theo got upset, you guys. I think I pissed him on when he wanted to come up here.
Never.
He came up here ready to fucking swing. Well, I got this statement ready together about these corporate people, and y'all know. Oh, man, fuck that shit.
I think those that are watching it in the comments, they see what you was trying to do all night.
I ain't trying to do nothing, man. Here go the thing. I'm speaking what I feel. So before y'all can go and lock up the government, the thing of the matter is, we get hyper focused on things. We got to start before we can fix this. We got to fix a lot of things at the beginning, right?
No doubt.
I never say I came up here and know the answers. I just said I didn't like what I was saying. And I was specific on what I didn't like and why I didn't like it. Now, if y'all have something, speak it. Type it up. Let it be known. I ain't knocking it.
Well,
you don't want to go, do you? I just want a whole corporation. All right, hold the damn tobacco company liable. Alcohol.
No doubt.
McDonald's. I don't hear you talking about them.
I believe in holding everybody accountable for what they do. Everybody, corporation, private citizens. I'm not giving it, even the federal government. If they make a mistake, they need to be accountable for it. I'm not giving anybody a pass. Nor will I ever.
Who said they was giving a person a pass? Or
hey, you're asking me why don't I say McDonald's? So I'm just going to put a blanket statement. I'm holding everybody. I want everybody to be accountable. Corporations, private citizens, and even the federal government.
All right, that holds as much weight as people say, I want world peace.
We ain't gonna never have world peace.
Okay. Okay, when money's involved, accountability.
Look, the
Okay.
caveman couldn't even have world
I'm
peace.
not gonna I'm just gonna say, man, I'm not just gonna some of this shit is not gonna fucking happen.
No, it's not.
Not now. Like, and so, man, you know, I want to do world. Hey, man, it's one of those things, man. Control what you can, enjoy what you have,
That's right.
and find your peace. And you know, that's fucked up what's going on up there. It's really is the displacement of people. Expect people to leave their homes, the jobs. It is a true shit show. Yeah.
Well, I won't say this won't be the last, but I hope it will be the last that any American has to deal with this. You know, when you start talking about contaminated water, man, you know that a snapshot of that can really make you think about things because you have to have water to survive, you know, and nobody wants to be in that situation. So let's hope they can clean it up as fast as possible. But looking at some of the rivers and the chemicals coming out of the dirt, they're gonna have to dig some of that stuff up, man. They're
Oh, man,
literally
that
gonna have
sucker
to dig
already
that
soaked
stuff
down.
up. Yeah, that's why they got to dig it up. You know, we'll end up with something like Centrella, PA, where they had to literally force people out of the town and close the whole town down because of what was going on.
Yeah, it's the week to come. We're gonna see, man.
Oh yeah,
We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
they give us another hot button issue by Tuesday. We've been and forgot about it.
Man, China's gonna do something tomorrow, man. China's been active.
Oh, you act like you know something.
China say, hey man,
You
they
know
ain't gonna
about China,
they gonna
so
get
I can
vibe
send a
check.
quick message to the FBI because
Man,
you know, you act
Biden
like
is
you
not
know
doing
something.
Biden is not doing a good thing of relaying the message to the American people.
Mm.
We need Trump back up there. At least Trump
Well,
talk that
what
shit.
would you and President 45? What would you tell the American people
Our
about China?
president, see, you don't want to say his name. You're selective, but you say you want world peace. You want people to get together, but you say the number four.
I've said
Donald
President Trump. What are you talking
All
about? I
right,
said it in the
President
beginning.
Trump.
I like calling him
President
45,
Trump,
just like I
he's
called
gonna do
Obama
what he's
44.
gonna do what he did during COVID. When the news reporter said, "Why are you saying the word China like that?" He said, "Because it's China." China. He said, "Yeah, we're gonna
I
hold them
think that was a way
accountable."
of deflecting what was going on here.
I mean,
And we create another story. It's China, China, China. Hey, okay, we get it. Now fix the
I
problem.
know what. All right.
Just like you, we know the rail, we know it derailed, but the
No,
government need to fix the problem.
hold on now.
See how that
You know,
works?
it
You see
has
how
a
quick that
congressional.
works?
No, you know how the congressional, right? So it did origin come from China.
Yeah, we agree with that.
Okay, then.
But once it
And
got
then what
here,
we try to
what
do?
did we do? What did we do when it get here? We
We
denied and
did what
said it wasn't
yes.
happening, you know, and we did all that, put people in danger, and then people started complaining. I don't
Put
want to
people in
wear a
danger.
mask, but if I sneeze in front of anybody, first they're gonna say, "Hey man, why don't you cover your mouth?"
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay,
Go ahead,
we
brother.
put people in danger. How?
Yes,
So did the vaccination work?
it worked for some, not all, depending on your health situation.
When you what do you consider working? Not ever being able to catch it again?
No. I'm not gonna validate that. Did the
So what
vaccine
did it make your immune
vaccine
system?
make some people sick? We're gonna get to the meat and potatoes. Did it make some people sick? Yes. You know why? Because they already had illnesses that wasn't set for that vaccine, right? But those who have taken it, I haven't heard them say any problems about it. You know, it was there
So
to
did it
stop
help them
a
with COVID?
virus from. Yes, it did. If you took the vaccine, hey, let me say this. I won't say whether I'm vaccinated or not because of the HIPAA laws, but I would say I haven't caught COVID neither.
You never caught COVID.
Never caught it.
So why did you get the vaccine?
I didn't say I was vaccinated.
Okay.
Because of HIPAA laws, I cannot tell you that.
No, you choose not to.
No. Because of the law, I'm not going to tell you that.
Okay. So you know you're using that incorrectly. But anyway.
Yeah. But a lot of
There's
people don't know what the HIPAA
there's a
law
lot
are.
of people that didn't get it. didn't get the vaccination.
And
They're
they did
still,
not get COVID, which is a good thing.
uh,
Remember, this is something that's attacking your immune system, right?
okay.
So the weaker your immune system, the
But
chances
hey,
you got.
okay, then shout
Go
out
ahead.
to forcing people to wear masks, and people are still driving around in their vehicle with a mask on by
Yeah, I still
themselves.
wear mine. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got a pink one I wear next show just to show you.
Hey man, hey good, hey brother, whatever you want, whatever virtue signal you want to do, man. Come on, come on. Still order stuff from uh restaurants though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, still go to grocery
Yeah.
stores and get fruits or anything out of the
Freely,
grocery.
get just I get cheap eggs.
Uh,
Get cheap eggs when I go to the grocery
you ever
store.
use one of those self checkouts?
No, I will not use that. No.
So to a cashier, you
Say
go
that
to a
again. You
cashier,
froze up a little bit. Yes,
cashier.
yes, I do get it.
Okay,
Mhm.
you go to a cashier, so you got somebody that's touching your items, put it in a bag for you.
That's right. That's right. And we
Oh,
sterile the items
okay.
when we get home, like we've been doing the last year and a half. We sterile them. We clean up everything. I have to take
How do
personal
you sterilize?
responsibility for my own health.
Okay.
You said how?
Yeah,
Oh, we have
yeah, how do you
sterilizing
sterilize?
equipment. We have sterilizing
Oh,
equipment.
okay,
Do you need me to
okay.
go get my sterilizing bottle and show you
Oh, no,
this is what
no,
I
no.
use on my food because somebody touched it,
No,
right?
no, no, no.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah. Yeah. I like to
now,
take
hold on,
personal
hold on.
responsibility and try to keep
Oh.
myself. Mhm.
Where your mask at right now? You breathing? You breathing the
Well,
same air
I'm
that's
the
out
only
there in
one
the
in this
atmosphere.
vicinity, so we're good. We're good.
Where you
You
get the air? Where do air come from to get into your home?
the air comes from the air.
I
That's where it comes from.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah. We keep an extra bottle of oxygen just in
Truck.
case something go
Right.
crazy up here. Mhm. Because we know how big the state of Texas is. Everything's
Hey
big, so
man,
I'm pretty
hey.
sure they're taking a lot of air. Mhm. Which we should be
Yeah,
charging them
yeah,
for.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why do people in the Northeast feel like they like Texas? like Texas could what taking something away from you guys?
No, it's not really. It's that a lot of people from Texas feel that New Jersey and New York is taking something from them. Like that's the beacon of everything, right? And
No,
they just
no.
go straight to
I
Jersey
think that
and New York. They just forget about every other area in the Northeast or New England area.
we're
They
gonna talk
forget
about
about. They
Baltimore.
personally. What about Baltimore? Let's talk about it.
They just said, we could talk about
Baltimore's a
Baltimore. It makes you
beautiful
feel
city.
better.
It's a beautiful city. What do you want to talk about? Hmm.
Oh, which
I mean,
parts?
do you want?
Because every
Do
city
you?
got its faults. Every city
Every,
got
every
its faults.
there's no perfect place, right? So do we talk about Baltimore in the
Mm.
reference of how a lot of factories moved out, moved overseas, and by doing that, it basically took a lot of jobs with it and ruined a lot of neighborhoods. We both know once you take away jobs from these neighborhoods and jobs don't come back, then what happens? The neighborhood goes into a high crime rate, especially when the jobs were right in the vicinity, where these areas were built based on these jobs. Mhm. So, but there's a point you want to make about Baltimore. Go ahead, brother. Shoot it. Uh-oh. Can you hear me there?
Uh, uh, yeah, I can hear you. I don't know
Oh,
what's
okay. I
going
thought
on,
you
man.
look like you're freezing up. No, I said there's a point you want to make about Baltimore. Go ahead and shoot it. Shoot straight with me.
I ain't making no point. I'm just cruising,
Oh, okay.
man.
You brought up
Cruising.
Baltimore. I
I'm
just
in
heard you bring
passenger seat.
Baltimore.
You got the wheel. You got the wheel. You said everybody. You said it like people picking on you. Yeah.
No, oh no. I
Oh man,
listen,
air
I
comes
am
from the
not
front end.
worried about anybody picking on little old Connecticut. Not
Oh,
at
my God, I
all.
got you, T Hill. I got you. One of your big vaccine wasn't made for anyone. Did not. It would not be as harsh. All right, not as harsh. Uh,
Mm.
that is harsh. And people that didn't get it didn't get the vaccine.
Well, I know
Okay,
I didn't catch it.
I guess it. I guess it's just one of selected. Then we would never know. As up here, yeah, I caught it, but at least it didn't put me in the hospital. But like, oh, what happened? Oh, I got the vaccine. They're like, oh,
Mm.
cool, cool. Then you talk to Joe. Joe, you all right? Nah, I got COVID. Oh man, why don't you go get the shot? Nah, I'll be all right. Oh, you ain't in the
Mm.
hospital.
Or you can't just get COVID then get the shot. Once you get COVID and you haven't had the
Oh,
shot, you have to be
some of them
totally
when they got the
free of
booster,
COVID.
got the
Oh, they
booster.
got
The
boosted?
one, the two, they got
Oh,
boost,
they got the
boost,
caboose, which is the
boost,
third
boost,
shot, the caboose. Okay. Hmm.
boost, boost, boost. They got boosted.
Well, I'm one to say I
I
haven't
mean,
got
I
a
like that.
booster.
I think that was kind of cool. I think that market. I think they chose that word on boost. Did you get boosted? Yeah, I got boosted. Everybody just everybody
It
was
was good
boosted
marketing.
around here.
Yeah.
It was market.
Yeah, it
And now
was.
they at Congress. Well, it caused some side effects, but hey, at
Mm.
least you got boosted. You got
Hey
boosted.
man, the problem is we're not allowed to hold these companies responsible if there are any side effects. That's the downside, right? We
Well, your
rush them.
government,
We
our government. I'm gonna say ours.
Okay, be a little more
Our
specific.
government.
Be a little more specific about that. Our government and why we couldn't sue these pharmaceutical companies. I think you may want to be a little more specific.
Fuck Theo. Anyway, we got to be motherfucker. You was right here during COVID. Y'all niggas in the Northeast was locking motherfuckers up for not showing their passport. COVID card. I seen Price crazy ass. Price on Facebook. Hey, you guys, y'all wouldn't believe this. Before I go in this concert, I gotta show them my COVID test. I know, man, fuck that concert. Grow a pair of nuts. This thing called freedom. Y'all niggas walking around that
man.
bitch. I was walking around that bitch like y'all got a fucking permission slip. I got boosted. Hey, folks, I seen motherfuckers on Facebook. Hey, y'all won't
Mm.
believe this. Before I go and get something to eat, I gotta show them that I got boosted. Man, fuck that, man. Y'all wanted to be so many people want to be socially accepted with that dumbass shit. I
And,
sat
and
there
you
and
know what?
look
I
at
agree
y'all
with
monkey.
you. And they did
Nah,
it
don't
in
agree with me, nigga.
every
Y'all
48,
monkey.
the lower 48s, all the states comply.
Discrimination. Motherfuckers were discriminating like a son of a bitch. Then after that
Well,
shit, talking
welcome
about
to the
racism.
city.
I now motherfuckers were discriminating. You was literally discriminating, not you, Theo.
Yeah.
People in this society was discriminating. Then turn around. I don't believe in racism, bitch. You believe in discrimination. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're prejudiced. Well, I think you need to do your part and put on a mask. Which part is that, motherfucker? Which part is that?
Mm.
Which part? Which part?
So
You
you
don't
didn't
even know
want
the
to put
part.
on a
Man,
mask at all.
man, I ain't put none of that shit on. I ain't
Well,
walking
let me
around.
ask you this. Have you ever done woodwork? I'm just asking.
Say, pimp, two different things. That's like saying, hey, do you and your wife have sex? And do you go out there and fuck random people? Okay.
Well,
Come
I'm
on
going to
now.
use
Make it make
protection
sense.
once I leave the
Make it
house with
make
the random one.
motherfucker. People are still walking around here with no goddamn mask. Why did we stop with the mask?
Oh,
What?
we still wear masks.
What?
They're not
What?
mandatory. We still
Because
wear
a
them up
lot of
here.
people got boosted. Get the fuck out of here. Get the
Yes.
fuck out of here. Prove
Yes,
it.
because
Prove
we
it.
were
Hey,
able
they
to
can't even put the
control.
numbers out.
I'm gonna put it to you like
Put the
this.
numbers out.
Hold on.
No,
I'm
put
gonna
the
speak for
actual fucking
Theo
numbers
State.
out. They
I'm
can't.
gonna speak for Theo State, right?
They can't.
Theo State. We still periodically wear masks around here. Some places still, if you go to a
And
lot
what
of
is you
medical
doing?
facilities,
Okay, cool.
you got to wear it.
Hey, here go the thing. Y'all only thing y'all fucking doing is virtual signaling. That's it. That's it. If you got the vaccine, you got boosted. What fucking else? What is not working? Why you still afraid? You got the boosters.
Wait a minute, hold up.
It's not as harsh. It's not as
hold up.
harsh.
Now. You are not admitting or saying that there has been more than one strand. So
Man,
when you have a
all right,
different
start naming the
strand,
fucking
that
strand.
booster is only your first shot is designed, or second is designed for that strand.
This is a never-ending fucking propaganda. Well, you don't know about the other strand, nigga. Okay, then stay in your fucking house, stay in your bubble, and stop pushing that shit on other people. You want to wear a mask? Go ahead. Nobody's telling you not to.
Okay, but what
when
happens
you
when
start,
those who don't want to wear a mask gets COVID and they
then we
light
ain't
up a
motherfucker.
room?
That's like saying to somebody, well, if you don't have life insurance, don't worry about when you walk out the house and you don't come back in. Man, so what? So
Wow.
what?
I care too much for my
Man, see,
American
that's the fucking
citizens.
problem.
I want
Some people
everybody to be
take
protected.
careness. You take careness, and the shit is just dictatorship. That's it. If you care, then motherfuckers alone. Well,
So
why don't you
you're
worry about your goddamn health?
so we
That's
seen
the thing.
dictate. So are you saying we seen dictatorship in this country?
Yes. Motherfuckers with masks on back during COVID act like they was fucking God. They act like God. You care about motherfuckers so much, then go down to the hospital. Then go protest about McDonald's. Go fucking get on the liquor companies making the liquor. Y'all niggas have fucking selective memory. Talking about I'm worried about it. You know, I care about. Bitch, you don't care about me. You don't care. My bills need to be paid. Well, see, I only care about you by COVID. Bitch, you don't know when I got COVID.
Well, wouldn't the objective be to prevent you from getting COVID? That's mean
you
I'm
can't even
caring if
prevent
I'm
murder.
trying to
Come
prevent
on,
you
show
from
me.
getting it now.
Motherfucker, show me prevent murder, prevent bad things in this world. We could try to prevent, but it's fucking still gonna happen. It's called living. What?
Okay.
Prevent
So
HIV.
you know what? Then
Prevent AIDS,
if it's
motherfucker.
called living,
Hold on. See, here go the
go ahead.
things.
Go ahead.
We say this shit, but who was doing all the fucking enforcing? Government.
And blue and red states, right?
I just said fucking government. Now you want to say the blue state, the Northeast was the fucking most racist shit that known to mankind that was displayed for the world to see, and they hid it under public safety.
We appreciate that comment.
That was racist as shit. Y'all was fucking racist. Y'all banned people, locked people up. You did that shit. People lost their fucking job.
Getting locked up.
Hold on, motherfucker. Y'all was literally putting people, y'all was doxing people information and saying, well, he don't want to work. He's an anti-masker. He stays right here and putting people address out. Man, fuck that. Oh,
they were doing that. I thought that was a southern thing.
Then when the police involved incident, then y'all talking about my life matter too. Bitch, fuck you. You was just discriminating against everybody else. Now, oh, well, I don't see color. Bitch, you see mask. That's why I used to go when somebody say, man, I don't see color. You see a fucking mask. You see a masker and non-mask. Bitch, you would discriminate against me. You would think I am the fucking scum on the earth because I ain't got a tissue paper around my fucking nose. Get the fuck out of here. Racist. Hey, man, that was racism 6.0 when the government had a lot of these fuckers fooled that people had to show their fucking status. They ain't show no fucking HIV status. I ain't see no motherfucker show their damn diabetes status, heart rate status. I ain't showing none of that shit, huh? Man, show me that you got to boost it. Man, fuck you. Hey, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm getting heated by it. I'm gonna tell y'all. This is why I feel this way. And this is why the fuck I can get heated. I hate it when people start to dictate people. That is fucking discrimination at its finest. And then we gonna lie about it, and then motherfuckers gonna co-sign that shit, talking about public health. The public transportation hasn't even fucking improved. It hasn't improved. Nothing. Public restroom hasn't fucking improved. Talking about public. Man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all just want people to fucking discriminate.
I'm with you. A lot of things haven't improved. So how do we get them improved?
Now, don't come to me like I'm fucking God. I know I can identify wrong, motherfucker. I can tell you when I see fucking wrong, I can see that. I'm not the answer to the problem. I'm just seeing a fucking problem and saying, you know what? This shit ain't right. This shit ain't right. How are we going to say we want equality? We want to be inclusive, but then we discriminate against people that doesn't follow our belief. Man, fuck out of here, man.
Well, it's called the American way.
Now, that's not all right.
Yes, it is.
That ain't called no motherfucking American way.
Okay, wait now.
That's what people wanted to be. That's what
said
people wanted to be.
You talk now. You put it in the context of rights.
Man, I
right?
dropped something, man.
What did you drop?
Shit. Goddamn, hold on, Theo. Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah, I got it, man. I got it, man.
Look, you got going so good, you're dropping stuff.
Man, shit. There we go.
Hey, can't nobody say you don't care, brother. Can't nobody say you don't care.
Now, what I am about, when I do care about, I seen that shit during COVID, man, and it was just fucking pathetic. It was literally trash, man. Watching kids. See, when they start fucking with the kids, when these grown-ups, these pussified ass grown-ups start teaching their kids how to discriminate against other children and then wonder why they have problems. Fuck them. Fuck those parents. I don't want to hear none of that. Then right after, well, we talking about exclusive. Bitch, you just show racism. And people are like, well, that's racist. What we did during COVID was for the world to see, and the world participated in discrimination.
Correct.
You couldn't, when New York said, what we are going to do is allow the vaccinated people to attend the concert, non-vaccinated people, you don't. Now, what we will do to make the incentive nice, we'll give you a free piece of free tickets. Be a part of us. What the fuck is this? Now, the mayor of New York has said recently, New York is a brand.
Correct.
And this is what I say. Y'all some fucking prejudiced ass people. Y'all believe, people believe in this fucking propaganda that New York is diverse. No, it's the rulers and the roulettes. And it showed you. Canada showed people. In other states showed people. It's like, and watch how many people conformed.
Well, every state have your rulers and roulettes. Now it's just about what you getting ruled over.
Hey, put down this. I think you might want to put your mask on.
Yeah, I had to post that up for you.
I told Theo put that shit on already. I don't know why the fuck he ain't got it on. See, Theo want to know what these things, man. OB, say, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I want y'all to live in pursuit of happiness. I don't believe in most of this shit. Say, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I know when a motherfucker always been conformed, and I know a free man.
So you're a free man. You're a free man.
Well, Theo, you got experience being goddamn conformed. Tell me about the Northeast, man.
Northeast is beautiful, brother. This time of the year.
I know it is. Like you say, you conform to your living habits. You conform to your living habits. There you go.
If you're the freedman, I would be.
I'm not a free man. I'm not a free man. I just know where I'm not free at.
Oh, okay.
I know where I'm not free at. I know.
Well,
that.
you know, we have pretty much freedom over here.
Hey, be it. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I guess it's all about how we measure our freedom, right?
It could be, man. It could be. Or how you measure your mass.
Oh, yeah, go there with the gut punch. How you measure your mass.
I watch a lot of truck drivers lose their jobs. I watch truck drivers lose their jobs because they didn't want to put on a mask. And I watch people talk shit about truck drivers. Well, if he just put on his mask, man, fuck that. You don't have to do that. What are you going to? All right, put on your mask. Go into a building. Ask them to use the public restroom. They give you a key that everybody else been fucking touching. But they care about you, though. They ain't worried about it. They ain't sanitized the keys. They ain't did nothing. They ain't cleaned the bathroom up, nothing. But they worried about you.
See, here's my thing. Here's my thing. Now, this is me. When people were buying hand sanitizer left and right because it was running out, right? I'm thinking to myself, well, I've always done that. I've always done that. If I wasn't feeling good and I went into the public, I wore a mask years ago before people were told we got to wear a mask. I've always done that. to try to protect one, people from what I've got if I'm sick and leaving the house, and two, not to catch what
Stay in the
everybody
house.
else.
I mean that fake ass shit. Stop that.
I
Stop
have to
that.
work, right?
Man,
I got to work.
stay in the house. You care about your goddamn health.
Well, I don't want to stay in the house.
Yeah, how did you remove the mask off your face? Did you use your hands?
Did I? Of course.
So you slid it down with your hand. You slid it down with your hand.
No, I took it off from right ear to left ear. I
Okay, you
attached
did
it.
just like that.
There you go.
Like that.
Once
And
I
where you put
entered
it?
my house.
Now, so all day you walked around with the mask on, not
Anytime I
touching
was in a public viewing, I had my mask on.
All right.
yes.
When you get out the public viewing, how did you use drink water, drink
I took the
soda?
mask off. You can't smoke through that mask. I've done it. I've actually smoked a cigarette through the mask. We're listening. Oh boy. I know you're gonna get a kick out of that one.
You dumbass. Dumbass.
I'm just telling you what you're able to do with the mask.
Hey, yeah, Theo, man, you do your damn thing, man. I just know, man. I just know.
You know, they say different strokes for different folks, right?
Nah, man. You know what? We are a diverse world.
Yes, we are.
I see why some of these politicians get elected. I see why some of these motherfuckers get elected. Them motherfuckers. Say, man. You know, I don't know everything, but I just know one damn thing. I know when a motherfucker is overstepping boundaries and coming up with dumbass shit to justify their reason for being a part of a dumbass reason. Oh man, hey, I don't know.
Hey, you know me, we got to try to reinvent the wheel, brother.
You do that, brother. You do that all by yourself, man. My shit don't even have wheels. Shit just float. That's it. I'm like, I'm like a bottle cap on a river. I'm just floating because y'all niggas crazy.
Yes, we are. We are.
But anyway, man, hey, man. I don't know, man. All right, facts. Them motherfuckers was even giving away marijuana. Yes. Man, I missed this. Damn, I shouldn't. Facts, hurry up and buy. They was giving out weed.
Where was they doing that? Because I
giving out weed for you to take. They knew them niggas. They were like, yeah, we can get these niggas right here. I know that black folks ain't the only one that smoke weed, but
correct.
It's like, come on, man. Wait, are we back doing Billy D drinking Coke 45 type of shit? You think we forgot about that shit? Coke 45, Billy D, Slish Moss Liquor. Come on,
busting
man.
through the wall. Yeah.
Man, it's like, come on, man. Y'all gonna give it. Then you got the black, but yeah, I got my blunt. I'm like, oh god, shit. Set us back 20 years. Set us back 20 years.
I would agree with that one now. That one, I would agree.
I mean, they trying to keep you high. Shit. And you want the weed that the government giving you?
Yeah.
All right.
That's more watered down than anything.
It's just right now. Topic basically, you guys, is that you do what you want to do, but you just be a free thinker. Yeah, be a free thinker.
No doubt. No doubt.
Just be a fucking free thinker, because we are in some trying times. And I'm not blind to the fact, and I think a lot of you guys are not blind to the fact that we are in trying times. And the government, the court system right now is almost like everybody, and I'm talking about going from the state, county, state, county, state, and federal. It seems like everybody's at fight in a lot of court cases. The courts are packed. with a lot of cases with these states trying to pass regulations, laws, policies, and things of that nature that is unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional. And that should be a wake up call. Like, hey, you see that, you know, almost every state in the United, well, yeah, almost every state.
Yeah.
I'm getting sued. But anyway,
Well, I will say this. I agree with you on that, but
your state getting sued too.
oh, yeah, what are we getting sued about? Do
First of all, you guys still got the unconstitutional magazine ban. Then you guys trying to ban rifles,
mm-hmm.
and then limit people on a rifle. Then get another license, and oh man, that shit is just straight. The other people are standing up and suing the government. And Illinois, they just lost their fucking marbles.
Well, that's
And
why back up to Connecticut, and that's why the state is getting sued because people are fighting for their rights.
Well, you know, prior to this lawsuit back in 1994, in 1994, when Bill Clinton and some of the fucking Republicans assault weapons ban, right? Yeah, Connecticut's still running with some of those laws till today. It's still unconstitutional, and they're gonna get sued by that. Yeah.
Well, they're not going to get sued by the NRA. I can tell you that. It's going to have to be private.
So when you get sued, basically taken up to the Supreme Court or the Court of Appeals and have it overturned. That's not turning a law-abiding citizen into a felon because the government want to appease a certain lobbyist groups where they serve really no fucking purpose known to mankind, but to just invoke fear and tell you to trust the government even more. But the people then say they want to, oh man, it's just, come on, man. The police
too much for you. Just too much.
It's not too much. No, it's not too much. Motherfucker, some people just don't understand. The police can't be everywhere at one time. And just because you say, okay, I'm gonna take away my gun, doesn't make the criminals less violent. Disarming a citizen, law-abiding citizen, does not make the criminal less violent. That's it.
Correct.
That's it.
Well, we're not.
And the only people that's following laws is citizens. People just don't like guns, and some people just have a problem with guns, and it's unfortunate, but they don't have a problem with the police having a gun. Hell, the president don't mind their private security having a gun. Hell, superstars don't mind their bodyguards having a gun. Hell, the bank doesn't mind the armored vehicle personnel to have a gun. Hell, the IRS building doesn't mind the security to have a gun. But people think that, you know, their neighbor don't need a gun, but something happens. You're gonna call 911 for somebody with a gun to show up to stop what's going on over there.
Yeah.
Just amazing to me, man. Just amazing.
Well, you know, hey, brother, you have right to that opinion. It sounds good in theory. Somewhat of it is true. Somewhat of it is true. Some people just don't like guns.
What will or so you think if you restrict guns, take guns, or allow people not to have them,
that's not going to stop crime, right? Let's be honest, right?
Well, slaves didn't own guns.
It doesn't stop crime, right?
You could enslave people. Oh, well, yeah, history, huh?
Because we know it's not going to stop crime, because I'm gonna explain it to you. You have a city like Chicago, right? And one may say, well, look, they got all that crime, you know, the citizens don't have guns. And then I can look at other states, St. Louis, Kansas City, Missouri, several other cities who have a higher crime rate per capita than Chicago's. And guess what? These are states that have pretty relaxed gun laws, open carry in some of these states, and the crime rate is still higher. Now, I'm only saying that as to take a jab, but I am one who do believe there are people who they're afraid of guns, man. They're just not educated on guns, right? This country was founded and taken because of guns, and we will still have guns in this country as long as I'm able to fight for some gun laws to still be in play. And that's
Okay.
my opinion on it, brother.
Well, guns actually is a equalizer and a tool that can
Hmm.
save life. Uh Now, if the people like Chicago, I wouldn't even just say Chicago. I'm gonna take them out because somebody, oh, low hanging fruit. My thing is, okay, if you disarm everybody in your community,
Hmm.
everybody, do you think does that make the community safe and why? And I'm not saying that to you. I'm saying that to the audience
Oh.
because just because you unarmed, you think that people that
Yeah.
has bad intent are gonna say, you know what, I'm not gonna do that because that is a gun-free zone
Hmm.
and nobody over there has a firearm. So I'm not gonna go over there and mess with anybody. That never happened in history.
No, but it's not a screwdriver free
That never
zone, right?
happened here. That never happened in history.
Yeah. Yeah. I can still stab you with a
Yeah.
screwdriver.
Uh,
Hmm.
like, walk into a Walmart. Gun-free
Hmm.
zone. I'm supposed to have a gun. God damn it, got robbed.
Yeah.
Oh, some shots. But
Hmm.
it's a topic that people don't like, but everybody
No,
need to have
you know what, man? Let me say this.
mm,
More people really do like it because when you really bring out the facts on guns, more people are really interested in it, right? I think people are sold a bag of goods on guns, and even regions in this country saying they don't want guns, right? Every person of color I know that lives in the Northeast, whether it's this state or several others, PA,
gun
New
laws are
Hampshire,
racist.
they all, well, hold up. They all would tell you, yeah, they want their guns to protect themselves, right? So
But
sometimes we allow a minority to have a bigger voice, but hey, this is stuff we got to talk about, man. Because this is the
well,
stuff that every American go through. We all want to be able to protect our family. Let's be honest, right? Some may
but
see other ways. Mhm.
but they believe in government. They like in New York. New York,
Mhm.
that governor just really just put a middle finger in your face, basically saying that she deserve all the protection, but you don't.
Mhm.
Sensitive places,
Mhm.
and the property has more value than your life. And in sensitive places where you're not able to carry a gun, no guns
Mhm.
allowed. And I'm thinking, okay, y'all act like, hold on, gun-free zones do work, doesn't it? And to the politicians that sells the bag of goods, they say, yeah, gun-free zone still works great.
Mhm.
Then they say, well, the gun-free zone doesn't work as well because the people out there still got guns. Then they say, okay, we remove all the guns from a law-abiding citizen. This shouldn't
Mhm.
happen. It's going to reduce it, or we got to do something. But people are still committing murder. Let's just say, okay, if we believe in that notion, if we believe
Mhm.
in the notion that gun-free zones, disarming America actually works, right?
Mhm.
Let's say hypothetical. Then we should not have not one crime in the court system because those laws should already work as well.
Mhm.
Theft, rape, murder, come on, kidnapping,
Yeah, but all these
burglary.
crimes aren't committed by guns. So
So hold on, name the
I
gun. All right, hold on. Here you go. When have a gun went to trial? Tell me. I wait.
never.
Okay, so how did a gun commit a crime?
The gun doesn't. It's the one who owns the gun who's committing the crime.
Okay, so what the fuck are you talking about then?
I
What the
can tell
fuck
you
are
what
you
I'm.
talking about?
You can take this. I'm with you. I'm
No,
with
no,
you.
no,
We
no,
need
no,
our
no, no,
gun.
no, 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 no. Here goes my problem with what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody should click on this video
Mm-hmm.
and just fast forward through some parts, they'll probably believe that crazy shit you just said. What you mean the gun commit the crime?
I've always said
Show me
guns don't commit crimes.
show me where a
Mhm.
gun has been arrested and went into the court system, been arrested,
You're not
got a
gonna
lawyer
see that.
representation.
I've
Okay, what about
stated
human?
that the guns don't commit the crime. It's the ones who have the guns, right? There are good people and there are bad people. I think we both can agree on that, right?
Oh yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
not gonna say all guns are bad. No. I've said it before. I feel people
Why
should have.
would you?
Well, let me rephrase that. I've
You
said it
just
before. Everybody has a right to rephrase it. Everybody should be able to own a gun. I've stated that. I'm
yeah,
not
I
a
know
guy
that.
who's against guns. I've said it before on this channel. I'm
Yeah,
with you. I think some of the gun laws are too strict. Yes,
all
I
gun
will
laws too
agree
strict.
with that. Right.
All gun laws are
So
too strict.
when it comes to guns, we are, I would say, on the same page when it
Okay,
comes to
but
guns.
see, here
Right.
go the thing when it comes to guns.
Mm-hmm.
If guns is an equalizer to preserve life,
Mm-hmm.
ain't everybody life worth saving?
No doubt.
Okay, I'm just saying because
That's why
when
I'm
the
a
criminals
component
comes
of
in, and when they do what
everybody
they
needs
do,
to be able to protect their lives. That's
yeah,
just me.
yeah,
Mhm. Yeah.
government, the rules and policies doesn't work, and people need to get educated about. I hear guys say, "Man, it was a gun violent, gun violent." I'm like, okay, if somebody ran up and slapped somebody and they died, so it's a running violence,
Mhm.
or is the person with bad intent? There's evil people out here that's committing violent people. The person
Correct.
is violent. Oh man, it's an uptick in violent people.
Mhm.
Tool, come on, think about it.
Yeah.
Really think about it. It is when people are like, well, it's the guns. So let me get this straight. The gun did it on his own without that person having a bad intent. So
Mhm.
that person didn't want to do it, but the gun did it.
The gun coerced him.
So
Now I'm
that's
being
the
facetious.
that's it. Here go it's the talk,
Mhm.
and you got to understand. Slaves was unarmed.
Mhm.
Slaves, and
Mhm.
people think that well, when I disarm myself, or like what Biden said, when I get the semi-automatic assault pistol, when I get them
Mhm.
all off the streets, America's going to be safer. You still ain't got drugs off the street. You haven't got the rapists off the street. You still haven't got the people. Man, I'm gonna tell you some cold-blooded shit, man.
Mm.
Texas is announcing the fucking death penalty for that fucking FedEx driver. I hope they pass it, and I hope they're fucking quick with it. That FedEx driver that kidnapped that little girl and killed that little girl.
Mhm.
See, the laws didn't work for that. So let's be honest, man. You got some evil, vindictive motherfuckers out here. Government
Correct.
hasn't been doing their damn jobs, hasn't been prosecuting these sons of bitches properly, hasn't been putting them in jail. They've been letting them catch and release their asses. And they go out here and they take more lives. Instead of the DA being held accountable, the judges, instead of them being held accountable, they want to blame, oh, it was a gun. No, it wasn't, pimp.
Mm.
That's never the problem. People ain't doing their job is the problem. But I tell anybody, if you believe gun laws work, then why don't we have zero murders? Some states got the death penalty.
Mhm.
People still kill them, still dying with the death penalty.
Well,
So
that's because everybody is not being killed by a gun. You can take the gun away. People, if they choose to act violently, they are going to do it, right? We both
yeah,
can agree with that, right? And I will say this over and over. I believe everybody has a right to protect themselves and their family. Now,
yeah.
I'm not an advocate if they put in motion, we're going to just take guns away from everybody. I'll be right there with Joe Blow, the Billy Bob, and any other religious group or hate group or non-hate group saying, I want my gun.
Oh
I'll
man,
be right there with them.
that's what you gotta have.
Yeah.
And I heard about the Safe Storage Act.
Mhm.
Yeah, like well, I heard I listened to a guy talk about the governor. Here you go the thing. The government want to put a safe storage act. They want to pass a bill basically requiring you to have a safe in your home to store your firearms. And if you're in violation of not having a safe but having a firearm in your home, you could be criminally prosecuted, right? So let me get this straight. Now the government controls and dictates what's going on inside of my home when there's already laws. Child endangerment, discharge or endangerment to a child. If a child get a hold of a firearm and hurts herself or hurts herself or anybody else, the gun owner and the person of the house is going to be criminally prosecuted and charged. Now, what this thing do? Well, it's a law for a law, so y'all can feel like we passing a law that matters. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, hey, listen. I'm not saying that is a law that should be put in place.
It should not be a law.
I hold up. I think
I'm just telling you what, man.
You telling me, but here's the thing: what you ain't recognizing is right. There has to be responsible. If we have responsible gun owners, we don't need that. No, I'm about to tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Hold up.
Oh no. You cannot say that.
I can't say
a right. You have a God-given right, not a privilege or a privilege that you be under scrutiny.
The mark.
No, you know.
When I say responsible, I'm gonna tell you why I say
responsible.
How does a 6-year-old get a gun and shoot somebody?
All right, we know
how
what
does a 6-year-old get a gun and shoot somebody? Because the gun is in a position where they can grab that gun and take it to school.
You know what,
shoot a teacher. Is that a responsible gun owner where you can allow your child who is not trained on this gun just grab it and take it to school and you don't even know your gun is missing? That's all I'm saying.
Is they going to be held accountable?
Right now, they're not even holding the parents accountable.
All right, then who you blame? Are you blaming everybody that owns a gun, or you need to start blaming that DA in that court?
I am blaming.
All right,
then.
So you using that
what
gun.
I said. And those parents aren't responsible.
No, hold on now, pimp.
Owners.
Oh no, see, you are doing the same sucker ass shit they doing. You ain't saying shit about the DA. Say the DA name that's refusing to press charges, to enforce the laws that's already currently on the book. Why isn't the DA not enforcing currently the laws? Because it's federal laws too. So we can now get the federal, the ATF involved. Okay, ATF, that's their job too.
That's right.
She could be charged federally or state-wise. Why ain't they enforcing the laws that's already on the books?
Well, I can't answer that question.
All right, then, but you want to talk about a DA, gun, but nobody been prosecuted.
Hold on.
Okay,
then. The problem is they're choosing not to prosecute because
don't blame me. Don't bring up the story then. Because
I got to bring up the story. Why can't I bring up? We all got to
because you what you're doing is half-ass some bullshit. That's what you're doing. You're doing some bullshit. That's straight up bullshit.
You are the king of bringing in half-ass now.
Now you are making that optic about the gun and try to, the SAFER Act. These people are not prosecuted.
Nothing about the SAFER Act.
They want to pass
nothing
more
about
laws.
the SAFER Act. I just used the example.
They want to pass more laws.
I said of irresponsible gun owner.
And you know what? They are not prosecuted.
They should be.
Them. Okay,
they should be.
You don't need another law when you ain't doing your first fucking job.
I didn't say anything about a law.
No, I ain't saying you.
You're using the SAFER Act. I'm just basically saying
laws
that we need people to be responsible. If you go, listen, you get a car, do you just drive it 100 miles per hour?
Here's the thing: what you're not understanding. Let me clear it up for you.
Clear it up.
The government, when you start allowing government to apply a terminology or vocabulary to your right, then they could scrutinize you on anything and say that you're not responsible when you are actually responsible. See, that's what you need to understand. You don't need, if you have common sense, and if you don't have common sense, you will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. And
we're not seeing that.
Right.
We're seeing
we already have this thing called a felony. You see, here go the thing. We got this thing in this country called a felony, right? Which you lose some of your rights. You forfeit that, right? okay. People still do shit. Okay. Now,
Correct.
if you do something irresponsible, what happened where the child got a hold of the tool, prosecute the parents.
I'm with you all day.
All right then. If they ain't gonna prosecute, don't. Well, you know how going was easy. The parent prosecute them.
And for some reason,
that whole
they're
gun got this
choosing.
whole life.
No,
Like,
no,
okay.
I am not putting
if
this
you are
as
in
a group.
upgrade, you need to say the DA name.
I'm not putting this as a group. I don't know the DA name. If you want me to look it up, I can do it. You know, I tell you what, hold up. I'm gonna look in that area that this happened, and I'm gonna see, is there a movement going to press this DA? And if there is a movement going to press this DA to charge those parents, I will say it live. I will give the name and say we need to stand behind this group because somebody's got to be held responsible. This was not warranted at all. I'll be willing to do that. Now, I'm a man of my word. I'll be willing to do it.
Okay. Hold on. Is that flying colors down there? Is that flying colors?
Put my glasses on so you can see.
Man, hey, is that fine color?
Yeah.
Yeah, we keep our still locked up. The only way we know where and how to access it.
Yeah, but don't keep it locked up. What they gonna do if I break in?
California.
Look, what they gonna do if I break in? They got to go get it.
Hold on. You break in. Hold on. Stop breaking in. Let me go to my safe. What is that goddamn password? Hold on.
I'm picking up I'm yelling the password at the door. 6789. It's cold out here.
Where's the bullet? Where's in the other safe? Tell them, hold on. Where's the magazine? Hey, man.
Well, listen, at least she has protection. I give her that, but I wouldn't keep it locked in the safe.
You don't disable protection. That's like saying you have an alarm system at your house, but you don't set it, and you're surprised when they broke in. Yeah.
That's even worse. I got to read between the lines.
What do you mean read between the lines?
She's just she ain't gonna put it all out there. That's letting you know I got that's a California way of letting you know I got something up in here if you come up in here. That's all that is.
Well, you know, California got a magazine ban. It better be on the approved roster.
Yeah.
The criminals don't listen to the roster. Hold on. What the governor, Greg Newsom? Well, we're gonna ban high capacity. So okay, we're gonna ban this gun. It's unsafe. Hold on.
Well, if my memory's correct, I don't think she's no longer a Californian anymore.
She's out of California.
Yes, I think she retired to the open plains. She's now a rancher. Yeah, went and got a little pair of Durango boots with the spikes at the bottom. Yeah, she's a rancher now.
What you talking about?
She's no longer in California. Remember, she was stating that she was leaving California. A couple of videos show she's left California. She's out of there. She's a rancher now.
I thought that Flying Colors got off of YouTube. I thought she only exists over there on Guilty Channel. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's what she stated. She's no longer. She's no longer in Cali, brother.
Yeah, we don't do cattle. We vegans.
Yeah.
Oh, you love us, man.
Hey, but according to video, she's a rancher. Oh, she says farmer.
She's a farmer. Well, hey, best of luck to you. Well, I don't need to say luck. She's already doing the damn thing.
I can only expect how those avocados going to turn out.
What's up with you and fucking avocado, man?
What, you don't like avocados?
No.
I swear, man. You think you know a person.
You don't need to know me, motherfucker. I don't know you. Hey, when I get off this live, people come, who's they? I was like, that's a fucking Democrat.
Yeah.
You better say the same. I know what you say. I know these guys on YouTube be hitting Theo, man, I like you, man, but that motherfucker OP, he's just a fucking asshole. I know y'all be, you know, the Republicans. Yeah, I already know.
Yeah.
You don't think he's black. Yeah. I hear that shit. I'm like, man,
Hey,
really?
brother, that's why we do the show together.
Yeah. Oh
You see what
man.
I'm saying? That's the
Yeah.
difference. That's why we do
Man,
it
we get
together.
heated on here, man. That's the
Oh
thing,
yeah,
man.
man. It ain't nothing
Hey,
but
yeah,
respect.
yeah. We do
Mhm.
now. We don't do what them other guys. The other guy, like I would shit. Say, man, what
Mhm.
the fuck is going on the YouTube? I checked out Josh Black Heavyweight. I'm like, see, oh man, I seen CC the trucker. Seen her
Mhm.
post. She's leaving. Hey man, sometimes you gotta unplug from this stuff, man. You
Yeah.
gotta unplug. You got to just
Yes.
unplug and unwind and find your peace. You know,
Mhm.
this just mean this is my opinion. Before we go,
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
I would say this, man. This is just a common space I think we all could share and be. You know, you don't have to be
Mhm.
respectful, but I think everybody has something to offer, and I think some people just take the shit too far. Meaning they don't actually take it far physically, like in reality.
Mhm.
But they get so consumed on what people see them as on other people's channel, like what the image is portrayed of them
Correct.
on other people's channel, that they get so consumed and become what the other person is saying that they are, but they are really not that.
Mhm.
And it's just sometimes, man, just step away, just step
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you got there,
I
yo,
agree.
before we rock and roll?
Hey man, like always, everybody stay prayed up and strapped up. Try to learn something for 2023. And let's let's hope everything turns out pretty good in Palestine, Ohio. I'm gonna leave it with that, my brother.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, man. You guys have a wonderful Saturday, man. Thank y'all for coming over here and joining with us, man. And you fine female truck drivers, man. Y'all keep on getting y'all money. And
Yeah.
other than that, man, thank y'all for. Well, what you got there, yo?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, and instead of buying these toys, just hit me up. I can save you at least $13 and give you a good stiff one. So you ain't got to buy no
All right,
dildos.
thank
It's
y'all for
all in.
watching, man. Come on, yo, you gotta say your piece. Come on, come on.
Hey man, we appreciate y'all watching us. Official Business Podcast, where we talk that talk, and we're gonna do it again. We out, y'all.
Later.